my fans.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not
Wait.
Yeah,
That's true. You do got me.
Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
I don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Stills in the stars with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof, I'm a lie about a motor. No proof, like I always wanted him. I never hated him. I never traded him. And if I did, I never ever traded him. You never know what is a star? Like another city, the driver's like Florida. Go to the large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. Hey, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever and cute as can be. You can watch us on YouTube with viewing for free. Hey, this one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time, what they gonna do next?
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Warms my heart hearing that voice. Warms my heart hearing that voice. The great Tommy Hutton. He's going to join us later on today.
Cool.
We're going to talk to T. Actually, later on this hour, we'll talk to the great Tommy Hutton on his career send-off season with the Miami Marlins. The perennial voice of the fish, longer than anybody, and can't wait to talk to T. Hut about it. How are you, Leroy?
Good.
You watched that action last night, dude?
I did.
What were you more? Did you watch the TCB massacre or did you watch the Panthers just get bludgeoned?
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
I didn't. Here's the problem. You watching a game that your team needs to win, and then you're watching a game that they should TCB.
They should TCB, yeah.
And so if the team that you want to win doesn't win, the team that should win, it wins. You don't have the same excitement because they were expected to win.
It was a weird hockey game. Like,
it seemed like nobody had any juice. It seemed like the
Agreed.
Devils were so much faster, and it just looked like they were tired. They look a step slow. It looked like New Jersey was all over the place. And I'm like, who is this?
It's not only that, but like, you just think about the Panthers just getting like roughed up or like they're getting pushed on the ice. So I'm like,
Right.
man, I think they're just, it just does feel like they're a little bit worn down. And Paul Maurice yesterday, I mean, he was so done with it on TNT. Yesterday, because they played so slow out of the gate, and poor Bob was under siege immediately.
Right.
There's just throwing pucks right at the doorstep. He miraculously kept it to one goal early on, and and Paul Maurice was out here just like blasting his guys on offense, and he was 100% right because it's like the Cats just couldn't control. They looked like they'd never played together before. And this was Paul Maurice on the TNT broadcast. When he was talking to Pang.
Like that turnover, Panger at all. You can't play that game. Nobody plays that game and wins, so I don't like it.
Your goaltender's bailing you out. That's the good news.
Bobo's been fantastic, so we just got to get the rest of them. Maybe I'll get him up the ice in the middle, see if he can toe drag. He's the only guy with hands tonight.
He's got pretty good hands.
Bob, get up the ice.
Thanks, Coach.
Oh, that's not a good sign.
But it was the first time in a long time that I watched a Panthers game and it looked like they were playing hockey without a purpose.
Yeah.
Like they were just
Good
skating around in New Jersey's end, just skating around, passing it around. Nobody would shoot. And then they get intercepted, and then they go back down and play defense, and then they spend the next 5 minutes in their own end defending like crazy. And when that happens, something is going to accidentally go in because you're just getting more chances.
Well, not only that, but it's like the entire game was like on special teams. There was 4-on-4s. There were power plays. Right. It was not a normal.
Without your specialist, that makes it tough.
Tons of penalties, tons of scraps, tons of fights. Mm-hmm. And so, I agree with you. I think it's a great way to put it. It felt like the first game in a while. Like maybe they were alive, but it felt a couple of days ago once they lost to the Islanders, like that was it. Like they don't have anything anymore. The math's too hard. They're running out of games, and there's too many teams to climb.
They look really. It's the first time in a long time that I have seen them look out of shape. And I know it's not. I know they're not out of shape, but they just look slower than the other team. I've never seen them, look slower. And then when somebody did look fast, he didn't have any help. He was down there by himself. So it's a crazy, it's been a crazy season, right? I'm a firm believer that evaluate the situation before you make all these crazy moves, because you have to understand, you've played a lot of hockey in the last 4 years, and keep that in mind before any decisions are made on this team, because it could just very well have them win the Stanley Cup next year. Health, rest.
Yeah, 100%.
That's it.
Not a true Stanley Cup this year. I mean, I just want to be clear here. Whoever's in grave. No. They got to put an asterisk next to everybody's name and just be like, Barkov got hurt in training camp, you bums.
No, that's not this happens in a lot of different sports, that a team that is constantly challenging for a championship, sometimes it catches up to you because you've played so much more of that sport than anybody else.
It's one of these things too, where it's the rare time. First of all, already an incredible. If the Panthers never win another Stanley Cup, the
greatest run we've seen in South Florida, right?
It's right there. Yeah, them and the big three. Like this is incredible. The big three, yes. Incredible job. And the thing that's interesting about this year is you normally could point to, hey, why did that end? Even with the big three, you could be like, well, LeBron, he didn't want to be here anymore. Could Pat Riley have done different things? Whatever. There's no blame to go around here. Right. They're two top players. One missed basically 60% of the season, and the other missed all of the season. Right. And that's really hard to overcome in any sport. We took, I think, a little for granted that the Panthers could just reset like Voltron because their depth was so great. But it is different. Anton Lundell, just because you call him Baby Barkov, he'll have flashes, but he's got to develop. He's got to know all of the elements. He's very talented, but he's 23 years old.
He's not there yet. And it's unfair to all of a sudden just assume, because we call him Baby Barky, that he's just going to step into that role at 23.
Yeah. It's a crazy ask. And, Marchand, had an incredible run to start the season, basically was carrying the Panthers for any offensive success they were having. It took a while for the Sams to get going. They just have never felt like everybody has been clicking on all cylinders. They've never had that run this year. And Bob's had a down year. And so, but I can't sit here and be mad at anybody with the Panthers. Bill Zito brought everybody back. They had horrible luck. What am I supposed to do? I love these.
It's unfortunate, but anybody that wins the championship, they say two things. You have to be lucky and you have to be good. So some luck is involved, whether it's with an injury that everybody thinks is bad and you return in a couple of weeks. That's being lucky. It's not serious. Or nobody getting hurt all year. The crazy thing about football is in most cases, when you play 17 games and then the playoffs, the healthiest team wins.
It's funny you mentioned about
they're all pretty good.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned about the not having a purpose, because Luis says having so many players in the Olympics after playing so much hockey was brutal for us. And I think in the long scope, all those guys are going to do it because it hasn't been done in forever. NHL guys get to be in the Olympics. So no shade on them taking the honor, but he's 100% right. Because you talk about what is it like when you're playing a game for the stakes of a nation,
Right.
And
The
now
intensity.
you're playing Tuesday against the Devils. Like
The
it just
intensity, the like, it's crazy. Just imagine winning the Stanley Cup,
yep.
and then a week later you got to go play more hockey.
Yeah.
Right. That's kind of what that feel is. And some would say that winning the gold in the Olympics was bigger than that because of the people that it involved.
Look, it was a huge deal. It hadn't been
Right.
done in almost 50 years for this country.
Right.
But even Matthew Tkachuk is sitting here like partying at Elbow Room. No shade. I mean, like, look, I understand he's going to celebrate, but it's like to flip that switch just from a human standpoint. How can you flip the switch of being like craziest game of our lives? Strippers are doing the national anthem to Tuesday night in Newark. We need this one. Like it's hard to wrap your mind around. We go from the highest of highs to pure desperation. Our season is on the line.
I would say one thing that separates hockey from all the other sports. So say if the same thing happened in football, you would get continuous play to get back in line. So for example, you're talking about an offense, you're talking about a defense playing multiple plays. You think about hockey, you're getting minute stretches, and if that minute stretch isn't good, it may take you 3 or 4 trips to just get up to speed. And the way it's been going lately is by the time they get up to speed, they're either exhausted or the other team's up too.
I appreciate a Crowder the GOAT saying they're professionals, kind of their job.
No, dude, they're also human.
Thank you, Crowder, the GOAT.
Also human. So I'm not going to even like I for like football teams and for it's one thing to say, yeah, they're professionals. But if I took your job, right? And in 4 years you played in 4 years you worked 5 years worth of work. At what point are you going to just be tired of work? Right? For whatever reason. It could have been something really great, moving up the line and getting promotions and stuff like that. But it catches up to you. And sports is also very taxing on when you get exhausted and you go through this during games, especially during camps, you have to fight through this. And that is the sheer exhaustion and still being able to concentrate on the task at hand. That becomes difficult because your body is not cooperating with your brain. And that's what it looks like. It looks like they want to give maximum effort, but the effort that they have to give is not good enough when every other team knows you've been to 3 straight Stanley Cups and they're bringing their best.
Timbo Slice just sends a little violin emoji. You guys are brutal.
Wow.
Jesus.
Listen, I don't even know. I don't even know how to. Your loser mentality is. It's not. Oh my goodness.
They're literal champions.
Yes. Look, Crowder to go. That is 100% correct. But did you just hear what I said?
If you guys want to be mad
sometimes your brain is telling your body to do things that your body just can't do.
I can't with you guys. It's crazy.
I'll put that participation trophy right next to the 2 Stanley Cups and the gold medal.
Oh, man. All right. Headlines quickly are brought to you by Doral Kia. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com as the Panthers lose 5-1 yesterday.
Yikes.
Yeah. A couple empty netters there. They pulled Bob with like 4 minutes left.
I mean, oh my goodness. It was brutal.
The Hurricanes back on the court tonight. Number 22 taking on SMU at 7:00 on the ACC network. You can listen to that right here on WQAM. And the Heat, getting to them coming up next. They blow out the Nets 124-98. 15 minutes of Heat next.
WQ
Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 and FM 104.3 WQAM. Throwback day. Don't laugh at me, Brittany. I'm sorry.
I'm just laughing because you haven't done that in a while.
I haven't done that in a while. I've been very good about just saying, hey, look, to all our, but shout out to all our AMers out there, huh? If you're still sitting there listening to the crackle of AM radio, God love you. You know, God love you. Speaking of, on AM or FM, we got a Tobin and Leroy exclusive, giving away tickets to Tortuga on Sunday, April 12th, when Kenny Chesney is the headliner. Be listening today at 12:20 p.m. for your chance to win a single day pass to Sunday show. Single day and weekend passes are on sale now to see Post Malone, Riley Green, and Kenny Chesney. Those are your 3-day headliners. For more, right there on Fort Lauderdale Beach. It's going to be a great show. And you guys can get your tickets now at tortugamusicfestival.com. But if you want to win tickets to Sunday to see Kenny Chesney, April 12th, be listening at 12:20. Get to our headline. I'm broadcasting very professionally this segment. Let's get to 15
Get home
minutes
late
of heat.
last night?
I did. I got home very late. It was one of those days where, like, I look at the traffic when I leave the Kaseya Center, and it's just like, it basically just gives me buckle up, because that's how long it's going to take to get home.
When are they ever going to be done with construction down there?
Never.
Detours?
Never.
Like, you know how, listen.
And I'm so scared of the ramps. Like, the new ramps that you do go on, I'm terrified of.
Dude, I drive, you know how I find, like, when I drive to the arena, I just look at the arena and don't look at the directions and try to get there that way. Because and all the streets are one way. The street I need to go down that I can see the arena from down the street, can't turn down that street.
I like going down when I go from the station. I like taking Biscayne down. No,
but I don't know that route. That's why I always ride with you.
But here's the thing that's scary about it. They got that stupid arch bridge that looks like Doc Ock up there. And it's terrifying. Like, there's just like beams and everything's so close. And there's like, Leroy, there's this much street under the, like, I'm holding my hands very close, radio audience, like this much street to get through. And it's terrifying. Like, that one little stretch right past the Arch Center before you go to get to the arena. It's between the Arch and the Frost. I'm like, yeah, this is nerve-wracking. So anyway, the Heat kicked the snot out of the Brooklyn Nets yesterday. 15 minutes of Heat is brought to you by Doral Kia. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Visit us at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com. But they win 124-98. Really terrible basketball game, objectively. The referees called a gazillion fouls. I mean, it had they got to the free throw. Dude, they got to the free throw line 30 times the Nets, and they didn't score 100 points. Like, and Eric Spoelstra and Jordi Fernandez and every player on there was so sick of the officials by the end of that game, because it was ticky-tack.
And it lasted 30 minutes longer than it should have lasted because all the fouls.
It took so long. And Eric Spoelstra was doing this thing. Now, I didn't know what he was doing at the time, but Anthony Chang pointed this out of the Miami Herald that he's been doing this for a couple of games now. Eric Spoelstra has now started mocking players who do the wave opponents. Like, so yesterday there was like it was a simple like out of bounds play, and like the Heat are up 20, you know, and like they're going like this, and Eric Spoelstra's just going like this, like he's giving the finger wag right back at them. Like, are you seriously wasting our time with this? Really? But we have.
I got to tell you, those Nets, boy, they built a brick house.
Woo.
Goodness, and everybody was chucking threes.
Dude, Michael Porter, who's had a good season statistically, right?
Do you hear the problems he has?
I know he has back
issues. He has to wear a special. He had back problems.
Yeah.
Right. To the point where now he has dead foot and has to wear a special brace to play.
I can respect it.
No, you can't. You don't know what dead foot is, dude.
I know what dead foot is.
Your foot was numb from sitting on the toilet too long.
Nope.
That's it.
It was dead
That's
foot.
not dead foot.
It's dead foot, dude. I had dead
not.
foot. I had dead foot. Okay. Me
you
and
know,
Michael
dead
Porter
foot
Jr.
has nothing to do with your foot.
Dead foot strong.
Dead foot has nothing to do with your foot. It has to do with your back.
When you said that Michael Porter Jr. was dealing with things, I thought it was just saying stupid things on a podcast because that's normally what you hear about Michael Porter Jr. But, dude, he was so bad yesterday. Like, he was 0 for 9 from 3.
And he never stopped.
And then, like, he was airballing, like, runners. I was like, how does – you're almost 7 foot. How's that possible? It was crazy. But either way, we got a little return yesterday. It seems like a new character. It seems like an old friend has returned, Leroy, and that is trash talking Tyler Hero, because for the second straight game he got teed up. He was not happy because Noah Clowney bowled into Pelle Larsson. I thought Pelle got the charge, but they called it a block on him because the refs were horrific yesterday. And the thing wasn't the foul. What he took umbrage with was Clowney, when the call happened, he just dropped the ball on Pelle Larsson. And Tyler Hero did not take kindly to that.
Right.
And so Tyler Hero let Noah Clowney know about it. And they both started jawing at each other and double technicals for the second time in a row for Tyler Hero. And I like this. I like the fact that Tyler Hero is going back to his trash talking ways, being an instigator, a pot stirrer. This is who he was when he was baby goat. When he was a wee lad, he was talking trash all the time.
That usually comes with lockdown defense, though, right?
Nah, not necessarily.
Yes,
as long as you score peacock and buckets, that's all you need to do. Because he then scored a bucket and then he just yelled at Noah Clowney's face. You let other people take care of the defense. But Tyler Hero revealed yesterday about this to Anthony Chang. He said that a certain somebody is not going to be happy about all the shenanigans lately.
2 straight games with technicals. What was behind this one tonight?
My mom's not going to be happy. I keep losing my money, giving technical fees and stuff like that. But just being fiery, having some competitive edge. And he threw the ball at Pelle, so I said something to him. I'm not going to let anyone just throw the ball at my teammate. And I know Pelle's got my back, so it was fun. I like a little talk.
I'm telling you, man, he's playing with a little bit of an edge. But I also love the fact that Tyler Hero's mom is following the finances and is not happy if he loses money. That's great.
RV Rich said Pelle threw his leg out too. I don't know what that means.
Like stuck it out?
Yeah.
He didn't mean it. He's a good boy.
Hey, man. You
What?
can't. Yeah.
What? Pelle Larsson is a good boy. He wouldn't do that.
Because you root for the team he plays on. If you were a Nets fan, you would be saying he tried to trip him and that's why he got the ball dropped on him.
There are no Nets fans.
All right, dude.
RVA Richie is claiming Pelle Larsson plays dirty. There's a fine line between dirty and edge. You know, I don't know. I wouldn't say Pelle Larsson's a dirty player.
Is Draymond Green a dirty player? Because they would say he plays
100%.
okay.
He's a dirty player. He's a dirty player. Dirty. But guys, you know,
Pelle Larsson and Myron Gardner.
Oh, well, no, Myron Gardner isn't a dirty player. He's just a dirty trash talker.
Well, yeah, but guess who's like talking about both those players? Draymond Green.
Yeah, he does like to yak about the Miami Heat. He has thoughts, but I liked it. And then yesterday, Tyler Hero had 22 points. Bam, he passed Udonis Haslem for defensive rebounds all time on the Miami Heat. And in the locker room, tell me what you think of this, Leroy. They're referring to him as Biesel.
Biesel? What does that mean?
It's a mix, I believe. I mean, I'm not a genius here, but I'm assuming they're mixing Bam and Diesel. No, -1.
No, yeah, that's garbage. That
doesn't like it.
That doesn't sound right.
-1.
First of all, when you think of Diesel,
Hmm?
you think Shaq,
That's his nickname.
and Bam doesn't play the same game as Shaq. So when again calling him Diesel, when you thinking about Shaq, you thinking, okay, they have no game that's comparable.
Dade South says they call Norman Powell Wishbone because he's bow-legged. That's true. They do.
Yep.
They yelled at him at Prime. on the Prime broadcast because he was yelling in band's background, and UD says, "Tell Wishbone to settle down." Either way, he get the win. Good job by them taking care of business, because if they didn't,
He said, Stolen McRib, I'm with you. Let's win the second Brooklyn game before giving people cool nicknames. Because hey, listen. Are you more nervous that they won the first game because they haven't been able in a long time to get that kind of head of steam going?
I don't know. That's a really bad team they took on. I
understand that, but I'm scarred.
I understand. We got to take a break.
Every time we've said we see something here, we're on some kind of run. Khalil plays 2 minutes, and
well, he was Mr. Grabby Grab yesterday. He was doing the Duncan Robinson out there.
Oh yeah.
He had 3,000, 3 straight possessions. And Spo walks right back to the bench. He just holds up the 3 to the bench. He's like, get him out of there. He did settle down in the second half, though. He got a double-double. So what are you supposed to do? You get a guy who gets a foul 3,003 in 3 possessions. Yeah. Got to take a break. The legend, Tommy Hutton, scheduled to join us next. Welcome back, everybody. It is Tobin and Leroy. How would you like to see Metallica with a friend of the Sphere in Las Vegas? All you have to do is listen to WQM on the app. To enter, log on to the free Odyssey app from now until March 8th and listen for 1 hour or more. You'll have a chance to win. You come back the next day, you'll get another chance to win. One chance per day. The winner receives airfare for 2 3-night hotel stay and tickets to see Metallica at the Sphere in October, all thanks to Q Prime. For more information, go to Metallica.com. This is a national contest. Let us go out to the Toyota of Hollywood guest line. Shop over 2,000 Toyotas on sale at one location at Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood and Sheridan. Toyota of Hollywood.com. And very excited to talk to our next guest, an absolute legend. He is the television analyst for your Miami Marlins, the longtime television analyst for your Miami Marlins, and announced this week, Leroy, that he's going to be stepping away after this season. So wanted to get a guy who's always good to our show, Tommy Hutton, on the air with us. Tommy, thanks for giving us some time today. Really appreciate you.
Hey, Tobin, Leroy, how you guys doing today?
We're good. We're good. I just, first off, just want to congratulate you, Tommy, and thank you, man. I wanted to thank you just because, you know, you called so many games that I watched for so many years, and I just think as an audience member and a lifelong Marlins fan, you always brought the excitement, you always brought the honesty, and I just think that that's just really appreciated by all baseball fans down here. So we really appreciate that.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. You know, that was the way I always tried to approach things, and you know, it's always fun when people come up. It really makes you feel old when people come up and go, "Yeah, when I was a kid, I listened to you every night during the summer, but I'm happy you enjoyed it. I'm thankful for the fans who have always been great to me."
I would imagine that, you know, being a good storyteller is a prerequisite of doing baseball games because there's so much downtime. Has there ever been a time where, especially down here where things get slow, where you're just like, I got nothing?
That's a good question. I mean, there are a lot of times I felt like, well, first of all, there are a lot of times when I was a player that I felt I got nothing. but I'll give credit to all the guys over the years, all my partners, all my play-by-play partners, starting with Joe Angel, Dave O'Brien, Len Casper, Rich Waltz, Paul Severino, Kyle Seeloff. Now, when it does get a little lull in a broadcast, and it's a great question because I've talked to a lot of play-by-play guys over the years that have done multiple sports, and they all tell me that baseball is the toughest because there is that downtime. I mean, you're just calling action in a hockey game, a basketball game. You're just doing the action. That's it. Right. But baseball, yeah, we've got the pitch clock has either helped or hindered in some respects because things move along a little faster. But not, you know, there's when a play-by-play guy brings something up and then that'll strike a memory and we'll get going on a conversation. So because I've worked with good guys, that's never been too much of an issue.
Do you have even more appreciation for guys who sat in the booth by themselves?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Anybody doing a game by themselves. Now, doing a game by yourself on the radio is a little different than on TV. So right. I will say that radio broadcasts, and I've talked to a lot of guys over the years, and I've always told people I was happy that I began my career in the first 5-6 years. I just did radio, and I think that's the best way to learn becoming a broadcaster. And then I transitioned into television.
I loved the team getting you and Rich together there at your press conference, Tommy, you know, getting him via FaceTime. And I thought that he said the right thing when he said that, you know, I don't think there's been a better ambassador for Marlins baseball. Do you think back just to like the eras of this franchise? Do you recall like what it was like when you got the responsibility to be, you know, one of the voices of the team and introducing it to a market? And what do you make of it? It's been a roller coaster ride with different ownership and different stadiums and championships and teardowns and all that. But just from where it started to where it is now, does it blow your mind at all?
It does when I think about it. I never really thought about it at the time. It was my job, as a broadcaster, as Marlins broadcaster. But when I think about all the different ownerships, because I have been part of all of them, and then I think about all the TV outlets. I mean, I think when I first came on board, we were on Sports Channel, might have been Sunshine Network, and then a Sports Channel, then a little Fox Sports Florida, and then to Bally's, then to FanDuel, and now this year we're taking over as have a lot of teams by MLB, which is going to be great because we're going to have access to a lot of stuff that we didn't have access to before. So I'm looking forward to that.
So this team in particular, Tommy, they had a good competitive year last year. I think we saw like some good signs from some young pieces. Is there a guy you're most excited to see who can continue it, whether it be Edwards or Marcy or Stowers, if he can keep it up? Like, is there somebody you're most intrigued by going into this year?
Yeah, so far everybody that I've been asked this question by, I always tell them is Jacob Marcy, because he was really fun to watch when he came up last year. And the thing about him is that for a young hitter, he's got great knowledge of the strike zone, so he's patient, and you don't see that in a lot of young hitters. So I'm anxious to watch his progress. I would like to see progress defensively from Agustin Ramirez behind the plate. I know he can swing the bat. He's got to control the strike zone a little better. I mean, he's a little wild with the swing, but boy, he's got some power. And the other guy, the Marlins received from the Cubs when they traded Edward Cabrera, Owen Casey. He was the Cubs' #1 prospect. Nice left-handed hitter, outfielder. I would like to see more of him. Haven't seen a lot of him in spring training, but I'd like to see him have a strong year.
So Tommy, I'm looking at this new regime and what they're trying to do, and when you think about Tampa, it seems like they're trying to build a team that's not going to have a bunch of swing and misses. Like, they want the ball in play. You're going to have a couple of guys that maybe hit the ball deep, but you're not going to have a team where everybody's swinging for the fences. Is that better baseball? I like people making contact. I don't like, we love the home run, but I hate the strikeouts because it's the worst.
Well, absolutely. And I think this is where there's a fine line in the analytic department. Some analytics will tell you, give me the 3-run homer. I don't want to move a runner over. Forget about this hit and run stuff and this contact stuff. And I always say, watch the playoffs. Look at what teams do in the playoffs. They bunt a guy over. Right. They try to move runners over. They try to hit a sac fly in a situation. So if you can do it in the playoffs, and that's the way you want to win games, then do it all season. So I think the Marlins have a pretty good group. I mean, the other two guys we didn't mention, I love, and I think they're going to improve the double play combination, Otto Lopez and Xavier Edwards. I think it's a real good combo, and I anticipate them improving. They make contact, especially X at the top of the lineup. So, yeah, I'm a proponent of that mainly because that's the way I grew up in the game.
Right.
I liked what we saw last year because I think third base is going to be an interesting one. I know that he had a little bit of an injury, but Graham Pauley, man, I don't think I've seen somebody play third base defensively that good since Mike Lowell, Tommy, for the Marlins. Like, I know he doesn't have Mike Lowell's stick at least yet, but are you intrigued by that battle or what he can bring to the table for this team?
I am. I mean, I know it could be a platoon situation and maybe not because Connor Norby's over there as well, a right-handed hitter. But defensively, there's no question that Graham Pauley is elite at third base. Got off to a little bit of a slow start. He had some arm issues, but he's back. I think he's back at least being able to swing the bat, and he'll be back in the lineup. And I think it's also interesting now with the WBC starting, there are going to be some guys that will get opportunities that maybe wouldn't have gotten opportunities if all the guys were around, because the Marlins have a few guys absent at the WBC. So a guy like a good example, a guy like Joe Mack behind the plate is going to get a lot of chances, and he brings some good defense and a nice left-handed bat there.
Is there something that's still in spring training you see with even today's player, Tommy, that you're like, yep, that was a problem when I played too? Like that those dead legs or whatever it was in the midst of March where you're just ready to get to the season.
Well, everybody goes through that. Yeah. And I'm just amazed at some of the stuff. The other day I go out to the ballpark a lot because it's close to my home up here. And some guys were taking cuts in the batting cage. And after every swing, they would turn around and look at this big screen, a big screen right behind them, and it would show on a baseball field right where that ball went. If they swung and hit the ball on the line into left center field, it would show a line drive going into left center field. So you can really visualize what you're doing. I mean, some of the stuff's incredible.
Yeah, I saw that thing they had. I think you guys showed it on the broadcast. They have like a thing at the stadium where they can just simulate the pitcher. Like that's pretty bananas going from that to just like a, regular old pitching machine.
Yeah, that's the traject. And they had that last year, and they have it in Miami, where you can get whatever pitcher's pitching that night, have his arm slot, his delivery, and what he throws, and you can stand there and hit, and it feels like you're facing that guy.
Are you
Tommy, that's back in the day, your friend would go near the batting cage and you guys would just eyeball it and work it out.
Yeah, or you'd ask them, what we used to do years ago, I'd always just try to go up to the other left-handed hitters. I'm thinking of guys when I was with the Phillies, guys like Jay Johnstone or Del Unser, say, what's this guy have, or how did he throw you last time, or what was that pitch? And, you'd get a little idea that way. That was about the best we could do.
I'm sure you've been asked this in the lead, but do you have like a top three or favorite memories that just come to mind from all your years, Tommy? Like, is it the championship years? Is it, the mashing, infield with Mike Jacobs and Hanley and Cantu and Ugla? Like, do you have years that like flash and you're like, man, that was a blast to call that season in particular?
Well, the ones you mentioned, those were great years. The Ugla, Jacobs, Hanley, Cantu, those were great years, and those guys were fun to be around. I think of the no hitters. Certainly, I think of Jose Fernandez, what he meant to the community and to the franchise. Just amazing the way he competed out there. And I saw some highlights the other day. I remembered the no-hitter that A.J. Burnett threw in San Diego, and I'm working with Dave O'Brien. And because he walked 9 guys, there were guys on base all the time. And I think he hit 2 guys also. And I look over at Dave O'Brien about the 4th or 5th inning. I go, Obi, I can't believe it. He's got a no-hitter going. Because we didn't even realize it because there were guys on base every inning.
No, that was a crazy one. I remember staying up for that one too because it was on the West Coast and it was crazy.
What did he throw? 170 pitches? Because geez,
no, he was right around 130. Might have been a little under 130. Yeah.
Gosh, I think the most exciting thing about that is how you have a no hitter and face like 35 batters.
Well, Tommy, we really appreciate you stopping by. We're looking forward to your season, and thanks again for all the great work all these years, and we're looking forward to this year.
Thanks, Tommy.
Hey, Leroy, Tobin, no problem. Hey, and don't lose my number. Just because I'm gone next year, don't lose my number.
You count on it. We'll be hitting you up, Tommy. Thank you so much.
All right. Take care, guys.
There you go. The great Tommy Hutton, longtime television analyst for your Marlins.
We have
Florida,
never had a
Miami.
conversation. We have never had a conversation with that man where he wasn't chipper, excited about what was going on.
Yeah.
Even when we know it's going to be a rough one.
Oh man, all the calls that he had. I mean, Goosey's galore, dude. It really was. I think one of my favorites was when Mike Mordecai hit that walk-off on the because the Marlins had a ton of walk-off home runs that season. And that one in particular, because it was him, Juan Encarnacion, Ramon Castro, Miguel Cabrera. But that one, he was Morty. He went bananas for that call. It was
Let's not forget the Dan Ugla.
Oh, his name is Dan Ugla. Yeah, man. I think I think I was there for him when Jose came back. and hit a home run his first game back. I was like, that was we were hanging out in the booth with Zaslow and I think Joy, and we went to go visit. Rich Waltz would come on in the morning all the time, and we were in the booth as Jose Fernandez hit a home run in his comeback game.
Wow,
that guy was good. He was a very talented player.
He was a hell of a baseball player that just happened to be a pitcher.
Yep.
Right.
Absolutely.
Because everything he did on a baseball field looked natural, even when he was hitting. We had some good hitting pitchers down here.
Dontrell. Brad Penny wasn't bad.
Yeah.
He wasn't bad. He wasn't Dontrell, but he wasn't bad. Could swing it a little bit.
I mean, didn't they pinch hit Dontrell?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, Dontrell was I saw Dontrell hit 2 3-run homers in a game.
You're right.
I was like, oh no, he had the high kick on the swing too.
That leg just wouldn't stay still.
No, dude, not at all. Appreciate Tommy Hutton. Appreciate him stopping by, and congratulations on an awesome career.
He didn't have to tell us to not quibble.
That's right. Back after this. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Back with you here on FM 104.3 WQAM. Thanks again to Tommy Hutton for stopping by the program. Time to get to our headlines. Those are brought to you by Doral Kia. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Visit us at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com. A lot of NFL news yesterday. A lot of NFL news, Leroy. We have the Jets. They are going to use the franchise tag on Breece Hall, but he's allowed to go seek a new deal with other teams.
Well, you can, anytime you are franchised or transitioned, you can always go and seek out a deal with somebody else. That's for the purposes of what the compensation would be.
The Colts are using the transition tag on Daniel Jones.
Right. All the transition means is you don't have to pay him top 5. If you franchise him, he got to make top 5.
Yeah, well, he's still, if he gets that, he's going to get 1 year, $37.8 million.
Which, guess what? If we only owed Tua or $37 million, we'd be happy.
I don't know if we'd be happy.
We'd be less miserable than $99 million.
Well, yeah, but that's, that's because it's a 1-year deal. Like it's,
right.
These Fugazi long-term deals. That's how it ends up.
Right.
Trey Hendrickson is officially a free agent. His time with the Bengals has come to an end.
That's stupid on the Bengals. Because now he's gone for nothing.
Yep.
And you weren't going anywhere. And once Joe Burrow, either one of the times he got hurt, and once you realized that you weren't going to be able to protect him, right? You should have traded him then. Because I know a bunch of teams that could have used a pass rusher and would have gave up significant picks to get him. Same thing with Max Crosby. Max Crosby gonna get traded, and watch what a haul he gets.
Well, if Micah Parsons got 2, like I'm sure these guys could have at least gotten a first-round pick.
Right, that's what I'm saying. And so the problem with bad organizations is they don't do nothing right. You got a premium player that you could have traded for an asset because you need a lot of help up front in front of Joe Burrow. And he just walks? That's a crime. Especially in sports, professional sports. Letting a star player walk is probably one of the most serious crimes you could commit.
Really?
Yeah.
You sure?
As a front office? So you don't get nothing for him? Like, I understand sometimes you pay the wrong guys, right? But, and we think that that's a bad choice. We would say Chris Greer giving Tua the money was a bad choice. But we're playing devil's advocate. We're playing the result, okay? But at no point in time did you ever think that the Bengals couldn't get anything for Trey Hendrickson, right? No point in time. And they're not getting anything for him.
Yeah, I never thought they could get nothing.
Right.
Now, probably the most intriguing release yesterday, not a surprise.
Don't.
Kyler
I can tell
Murray is going to be released officially next Wednesday when the league year starts.
Yep.
Because he's owed a bonus, I think, on like the 4th day or something like that.
Yep.
Or guarantee. I think it would have guaranteed next year he gets a bonus or something like that.
Right.
So Kyler Murray and the Cardinals are no more. They have parted ways. In fact, Kyler Murray put out a statement yesterday. He said, "To everyone that supported me and showed kindness to my family and I during my time in Arizona, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I wanted nothing more than to be the one to end the 77-year drought for this organization. I am sorry I failed us. I wish this community and my brothers nothing but the best. I am no stranger to adversity. I am prepared for whatever's next. I trust in God and my work ethic. I truly believe my best ball is in front of me, and I look forward to proving it. Godspeed." And let me just say,
no.
Why, dude?
No.
Why?
No.
Why not?
No more Tic Tacs.
Dude, let me get this straight. Can we be grown-ups about this? Let's be grown-ups about this for a second.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Kyler Murray,
Mm-hmm.
Malik Willis,
Mm-hmm.
Ty Simpson, not Giants, 6'1" at the tops.
Mm-hmm.
Kyler Murray, fast.
He's 5'9".
Got to shoot. That's that. Now you're taking liberties. You're taking liberties. There was a measurement. He did not weigh in. He did not come in at 5'9". He came in at 5'11". You're taking liberties. I'm not going to allow you to take liberties.
Have you seen the man run on the football field? He's 5'9".
He's fast.
Okay. How long is he going to be fast?
I don't know, but
and then he's going to have to sit in the pocket.
Hold on.
As a garden gnome.
Yeah, that's fine.
Dude,
he's got it.
Can we not do this
What?
every time somebody's
hold on.
There's a reason why he's available.
There is a reason why he's available, but the retread is the chic thing in the NFL now.
Not here.
It is. Hold on.
Do you so you're serious? You want to retread with what's going on with the Dolphins right now?
First of all, to get him on the cheapskies, okay?
You always say that. Nobody was going to do it.
Oh, I think we're going to get him on the cheapskies. I think we get him on the cheapskies. We get him on the cheapskies.
One.
Why?
Unrealistic.
It's not unrealistic.
It is.
How's it unrealistic?
Hold on. Let me get this straight. With all the teams out there that need a quarterback,
sure,
you think Kyler Murray is going to say, "Yeah, know what? I want to go to the Dolphins on the cheapski."
How much do you think he's going to get? He's not going to break the bank. No way. He's getting paid by the Cardinals. That's the beauty of it. He's going to get the Daniel Jones, like a cheapski deal for the first year, and then he'll want to get paid.
All right.
But
he's 5'8". He ain't even.
Oh, you guys are doing. Let me tell you something. We can all accept that Kyler Murray is a short man for a quarterback. Can we stop making him wee man?
You're saying that to me?
Yeah, he's not a wee man.
You're saying that to me?
He's not a wee man.
Well, everybody think I'm 5 foot.
He's got a. Nobody thinks that. Just Google. He's got a chooch. And let me just say this. Let's be fair about this. What's fair is fair. Brittany, what's fair is fair. Malik Willis or Kyler Murray? One guy's got a resume. The other one has like 20 snaps.
Right.
And you want to pay a boatload to a guy who's never played as opposed to a cheapski deal to a former Pro Bowler. Doesn't make sense to me.
I have a great idea. Let's not bring in neither of them. Draft a quarterback in the 5th or 6th round.
All right.
There's going to be a lot of them. Remember Nussmeier and all these guys that were supposed to be first-round picks a year ago,
sure.
And now because of their season, they're dropping like bricks.
They
still got talent.
Do they?
Develop them. You're going to have competition. And look, what they say about Malik, what everybody says, the only two people that can make that decision comfortably are the two guys running this organization.
They can make it comfortably, but here's what I would say. You're going into a season and your oldest quarterback is going to be Quinn Ewers. Like that's what you're going to do.
Wait, what do you think this team is going to be?
I don't know.
You bring in a quarterback of that nature, right? Pay him whatever money you're going to pay him, knowing that it's going to be a couple of years. Is that wasting money? If you know your team's not going to be good because you're trying to get out of cap hell.
Yeah, but it doesn't sound like they're going to tank it all the way down. Like it doesn't sound like they're going to do that. Like
no, you have young players. You have young guys who can play. But you don't know what that's going to,
what's the difference between Kirk Cousins and Kyler Murray? Honestly, one guy is old as hell, okay, slow. What's the difference between having Kyler Murray or Kirk Cousins? Like, I honestly, one guy has some potential that maybe you could figure some things out, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You're not going to make. I'm not saying to have him come here and link in on a long-term deal. Just saying, let's have a little tryout year. What's the harm? I'm asking, what is the harm?
Wait, you're making this. The whole problem I have with this is. If you think Malik Willis is going to get 20, 30 million for 2 or 3 years, why on earth would Kyler Murray go
because
and
Kyler
take
Murray's
a cheap deal for a year and say a show me year?
Because
why would he do that?
Because Kyler Murray's already got guaranteed money in this year, Leroy. He's got money in the bank. He's not going to get a big deal with anybody else. It's the same thing that happened with Russell Wilson.
Okay.
Like, he's already getting money that's coming in this year. I don't know why, like this. We always have this argument. Like Daniel Jones, cheap ski year last year because he was getting paid by the Giants. Now he wants his new money. So I'm saying, look, obviously I'm not for paying Kyler Murray, but if you're giving me Malik Willis, who, by the way, Kurt Warner is very skeptical of, and if Kurt Warner's skeptical, we should all be skeptical. He's Kurt Warner.
You should be, and that's why I stated earlier, the only two guys that could do it comfortably, that have more information than anybody else, are the two guys we have down here. Sure. That being said, we've seen the old 4 or 5 starts coming out of Green Bay bit.
Yeah.
So
it's the okie doke.
But here's what I would say. Here's one of those situations in the offseason where you have to be honest with what you think you're going to be and what you can be. Because bringing one of these quarterbacks in to be a starting quarterback behind, if you don't think you're going to be that good, isn't like, don't waste the money. Next year's draft would be much better for quarterbacks.
Well, that's the other thing. Okay, so here's the beauty of it. If he stinks, great pick next year.
But here, if he does stink, now you've had 2 young quarterbacks sitting watching that you probably could have just thrown out there and seen if they stink.
He knows the deal. If Quinn Ewers can beat him in a competition, then Quinn Ewers can beat him in a competition. We'll see.
All right.
Like, I don't understand what
I'm telling you what I would do. I don't think Quinn Ewers could be the guy just based on what I saw, but I'm not going to base it on that. I'm going to wait to see, what these guys can do with him.
Mm-hmm.
I would draft one of those quarterbacks that mysteriously 2 years ago were supposed to be high-rated quarterbacks and kick the tires on one of them. And then if I have to bring in a $10 million veteran quarterback, then I'd pay that. So now you got competition with a young guy, competition with a guy in the second year, and then you always can fall back on the veteran.
Okay, listen, I don't hate the idea of bringing in young guys. I'm just saying, if you're going to bring in a veteran, this is the most intriguing veteran to bring in by far.
Okay, so here's the other thing. Okay, here's the other thing about this. The conversation you need to have with everybody in that building is, what is our offense going to look like? Because Kyler Murray plays a different kind of quarterback than Quinn Ewers or anybody else you may bring in. So he needs to be worth you making exceptions to how you run offense because he is a unique talent.
He is a talent. You said the key word there.
But he is a talent. So Kyler Murray is one of those guys that if you bring him in and you're going to try to do something to help him be successful, then you're hindering the other guys. Are you willing to do that? Because if it doesn't work out, now you're stuck in the offense that the other guys can't run.
Hey, Frog Boy, you there?
Yes, I am.
Hey, you're on the air, buddy. Hey, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
What would you like about somebody like Kyler Murray?
What? Kyler Murray?
Yeah.
The little guy?
Yeah.
Well, you're talking about Mobile Tua.
Well, wait. All of a sudden, what happened to mobile, dude? You don't like that anymore?
Well, I mean, I like it when it's not attached to Tua. Let me tell you, you want to talk about mobility. You seen that Taylor Green out of Arkansas?
What? Get out of here. Get off the air.
See?
He doesn't want him? I thought I was going to have an ally.
So why can't you kick the tires on a young guy?
That's
what they said. The indications that I have of what they're going to do sounds like they're going to do what I said. They're going to have Quinn Ewers. They're going to have maybe another young guy. They're going to draft a guy, and they might bring in a veteran quarterback to kind of, like, if all else fails, we got Mr. Reliable.
Brittany?
You're going to hate me on this one, but I'm not for this at all.
For Kyler Murray?
You're the only one, Tobin.
You're literally the only
Whatever. I've been alone before. Why don't you want him?
I think it's true. Like, he is a mobile Tua. He's had serious injuries.
He's got a cannon, though. Let's be clear.
I mean, he does have an arm, but I just don't think that he's the solution. And I mean, if you're going to get him cheap, maybe I'll take him, but it has to be extremely cheap.
It has to be on the cheapskies. Agreed.
It has to be on the cheapskies, and then maybe I'll be okay with it. But I don't think he's the answer, and I don't think that it doesn't really change much if he comes here this season.
That's my point. So
yeah, like
why not invest? Why not invest in the future? That means draft a young guy. Not? Bring somebody. Kyler Murray wants to play.
Yeah, but he could also be a veteran mentor.
That,
no,
but
he cannot.
No, but for
no,
that,
why not, dude?
In my opinion,
cannot be a veteran mentor.
You keep Tua and you pay him the rest of his money, and then instead of bringing in a guy, you're gonna have to pay Kyler Murray. I would say what, $1 to $2 million for the year.
I would guess probably like 10 million. I would guess is what you probably would have to pay.
He wants
him.
to play, though.
I'm sure he does want to play. That's great. Take a flyer on Kyler. Let's go, dude.
I don't know.
Are you willing to rearrange your offense based on his skill set?
What is our offense? Our offense is give it to Achane. That's literally the offense right now.
Again, having
what?
You're exhausting, dude.
I'm not exhausting. That's the truth.
Here. Having an offense run by Kyler Murray is different than having an offense run by a quarterback that sits in the pocket more.
Yeah, well, heavens to Betsy. What am I going to do without the short passes to Dulcich?
I'm just, dude, like it.
What?
Quarterback, you have to bring a quarterback in that you feel can fit in your system, whatever that may be.
We don't have a system right now. We have.
But they have an idea of what they want to do.
Yeah, they say they do, but that's what you say when you have no ideas. We're working on it.
Dude, can I just tell you, you would be the absolute worst GM ever.
Look, how am I the worst GM? This is a low risk move.
No, it's not.
How? Why?
Because he plays different. He's a unique quarterback. So bringing him into your system or bringing him into your offense, if you want to cater to him, it hinders the growth of the other people you have in that room.
Who do we have?
Because they can't do what he can do.
But who do we have?
Again, they're going to draft a quarterback.
They might.
Okay. And no matter who they draft, who you have Quinn Ewers, you have whoever you draft, and you have Kyler Murray. And Kyler Murray plays a style of quarterback that the other two won't play. So if it doesn't work out for Kyler, now you got two guys in an offense that doesn't work. You can't, that's not rebuilding. That's not called rebuilding. When you build a system, you get an offense, and then you start getting quarterbacks that you think can play in that style of offense. You don't just go grab a quarterback and say, you ain't there yet. You're not there.
Let me ask you this. If the Minnesota Vikings go and sign Kyler Murray, what does that say? Because they've been very good lately of developing quarterbacks and having quarterbacks retread quarterbacks.
I don't think he's a good fit there.
Well, I'm not. That's not the question. Don't be a child. Answer my question.
You gotta be real. You can't just pick random
answer my
teams.
question. Well, he's apparently got two teams lined up. So I'm asking if it's Minnesota who's in on him, if they're in on him, that's above the Dolphins being in on him, or beneath. Excuse me, that's beneath the Dolphins being in on him.
But so you're just setting up imaginary things. So you're saying Minnesota's interested in Kyler Murray.
I'm not saying they are or aren't. I'm just saying.
But that's my point.
I'm saying what would you because Kevin O'Connell is a coach and he's going to go coach a quarterback. If he wants the quarterback, wouldn't that speak to the guy's got something to him?
No. Here's the problem with that. Okay, if you bring in Kyler Murray and you already have J.J. McCarthy, those are two very different quarterbacks.
Yeah, but J.J. McCarthy stinks. It's like he's the number one known guy who stinks right now.
All that could be true. If you bring in Kyler Murray, you're saying the J.J. McCarthy experiment is over.
I think it is.
He's been hurt.
Leroy,
I don't.
I'm just going based on what everybody actions. They're not keeping JJ McCarthy as their starting quarterback this year.
Okay.
Like they're rats off a ship on the guy. Stinks.
Okay. All I'm telling you is that when you talk about replacing the position, the first thing you think of is who could fit in what we want to do or what we're trying to do. And with the players we have around, if we bring that quarterback in, are they going to be able to function with what we're trying to do together? And I just think that when you bring in a quarterback where his skill set is so different than the young quarterbacks you have, it becomes difficult to get these young quarterbacks to teach these young quarterbacks so maybe they can run the offense. Kyler Murray is so unique that once he gets hurt, your offense is done.
Isn't that but hold on. Like you would say that with Tua too. Like they had to do that. Like isn't that on the coaches? Like they're supposed to be able to get the young quarterbacks to go. You can't teach somebody to
run around and make plays.
No, I get that, but like it's still like Tua had a unique system to him that they said that he ran better than anybody else.
So I'll give you a perfect example. Kyler Murray can buy time, roll out, throw the ball. He has a strong arm. I'm not going to even deny that. Okay. But what happens with those quarterbacks a lot of times is they run first because they can always find somebody and the offense doesn't look, consistent.
Ooh, a little option play, a little option to
when you have young quarterbacks, the first thing you want to teach them is how to throw with timing and how to throw out of the pocket. Okay. So if you have a couple of young quarterbacks and they're watching Kyler Murray, like, yeah, man, it matters.
Man, what a play that would be with him and Devon Achane out there, and he could throw a little pitch to him, and that is the boot scoot boogie.
Will you stop? Oh my goodness.
Take a break. Kurt Warner, he's not in on this Malik Willis. Tell you about what he had to say about that next. I don't like the way you guys are behaving. I got to be honest with you.
What do you mean?
You're just a bunch of fuddy-duddies. Like, nobody wants to have any fun anymore.
Okay, but
everybody's boring about this.
The moves that you want to make, if your team made those moves as currently constructed, you would say it was reckless.
I don't think it's reckless. Like, I feel like your reaction would be reasonable if Kyler Murray was demanding Malik Willis money, to be honest with you, which is not what he's going to be demanding because he's getting paid by the Cardinals this year.
Right.
So I don't know. Like Dolphin Don says, I think it'll be Jimmy Garoppolo or Marcus Mariota. I mean, are you kidding me? Dude, talk about the granny panties of quarterbacks. I mean, not sexy. I mean, get the hell out of here with Jimmy Garoppolo and Marcus Mariota.
I just think also you have to consider the fact that like this is also not sexy for Kyler Murray.
Well, I don't know. I mean, this place is pretty great down here. He seems.
No, but we're not talking. He's trying to save his NFL career, Tobin. He's not trying to, get some Astron, at the strip club right now. Like that's not what he's on for.
Brittany, understand who you're talking to.
What, dude?
We're having a reasonable conversation with real thought and trying to weigh all of the realistic opportunities here.
It is realistic.
And Tobin, he just wants the name. That's it. The name.
But it is realistic. You can't.
You don't even know when was the last time Kyler Murray threw for over 3,000 yards?
2 years ago, when he was healthy.
Mm-hmm.
He gets banged up a lot.
It's almost like I said that last segment.
Oh my goodness! You just left Tua. What was Tua's problem?
Yeah, but we're not paying him $100 million.
What was Tua's problem?
Durability.
And you're going to bring in another who? Look.
Jimmy Garoppolo has more durability issues than maybe anybody at the position. Jimmy Garoppolo's always hurt. Literally, always hurt. Marcus Mariota, always hurt. Kirk Cousins, off a torn Achilles 2 years ago. Give me the guys who are healthy, Leroy. I'd love to know.
Of all the quarterbacks, who's playing the best at the end of last year? Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins stunk last year, dude. Did you see him against the Dolphins?
All right.
He looked washed AF.
All right.
And by the by, if he was so great at the end of last year, do tell, why don't the Falcons want him with their quarterback coming off a torn ACL? Oh, you got me there, Tobes.
Oh, if Kyler Murray's so good, why doesn't Arizona keep him? We could do same.
Yeah, but I'm not the one arguing Kirk Cousins was playing well.
I'm not.
I'm saying in a certain circuit, under our terms, take a flyer on.
You don't make terms. You suck.
What do you mean?
What do you think you?
Wait, just say you suck as an argument.
As the Dolphins, you think you gonna make terms for the people you bring in? You gonna make terms for Malik Willis?
I gotta be honest with you.
You gonna make terms for Kyler Murray?
You're being so immature about this.
If you lost your mind,
no, you are being really immature about this. You're not having a football discussion, and I don't appreciate it.
You are being ridiculous because right now, everybody in the world knows the Dolphins need a quarterback. So they ain't going to get a quarterback on the cheap because the only way a quarterback going to come here is they think they can make a little cake.
If you're Malik Willis. But if you're already getting paid by the Cardinals, like...
No, but that doesn't... Listen, why do you always set up the situation where the Dolphins are going to benefit because of
I don't know why why do you ignore situations that have literally happened the last 2 years? Russell Wilson with the Giants and Daniel Jones with the Colts did not make a lot of money because they were getting paid by their other teams. Why are you ignoring that? That's why I'm finding this frustrating. I'm not saying to pay Kyler Murray.
Injury-prone hobbit.
That's not nice. Don't be a name caller. Okay. Now I realize that
next to a hobbit, he'd be Shaq. Okay.
Now I do realize I refer to Jimmy Garoppolo as granny panties.
Right.
Kyler Murray thong. Exciting.
I mean, I just think what you went through the last 5 years or 6 years, I don't want nothing that looks like that.
Short. Yeah. You're a heightist.
Yeah, at that position I am.
Okay. Even on the cheaps? You know Malik Willis is not tall.
6'1"?
Yeah. That's what they say.
That's like Shaq compared to the Garden Gnome.
It's not like Shaq. You're taking liberties.
Dude. I've seen this man in a huddle and we couldn't see him.
Kurt Warner.
Garoppolo is made of graham crackers. Of course you don't want him. Kyler Murray is just made of slightly speedier graham crackers.
Speedy graham cracker sounds like a delicious dessert.
Huh?
What? Anyway, Kurt Warner, he tweeted this out yesterday. Tell me if this intrigues you, Leroy. Kurt Warner tweeted, took a break from draft prep to dive into hashtag Malik Willis tape over the last couple of years, being that he is one of the hottest names that we have heading into free agency. My conclusion is that there is really 28 dropbacks, in parentheses. I took out screens, quick pick and stick throws at 5 yards, and quick scrambles over the last 2 years that will determine his future. That is crazy to think about if we were talking somebody getting $25 to $30 million a year. Hashtag study ball coming so you can come up with your own opinion and assessment. I think that's like his YouTube bit. But count Kurt Warner in as skeptical on paying that much money to Malik Willis.
Yeah, we've seen it. It's a crapshoot. And I don't know if 25, 30 million with a team that's trying to cut fat is a good investment. Like, you can't start the new regime making some of the same dumb decisions the last regime made.
Well, you either got to trust him or don't. Well, you have to trust him or don't. Like, that's the thing.
Okay.
Like, if again, it goes to their Green Bay background. Now, I'm not in on it either. I'm very hesitant to pay him, but you can't say on one hand trust Sully and half, and then on the other side say, but that's a huge mistake.
What I have said is that there are no two people that would know more about this than those two. However, giving a quarterback 25 to 30 million with where you are right now building your team seems like wasted money.
Speaking of wasted money, can we talk about how that Stephen Ross just sold up 1% of his team to basically cover the Tua bill? That's crazy.
1%.
Sold 1% of his. They valued the Dolphins at $12.5 billion in all of their properties. And he sold
$120 million.
He sold it to Chinese billionaire Lin Bin. So congratulations to Mr. Bin. You're footing the Tua bill. He goes, what are you guys going to do with your money? Yeah, we gotta pay for this bum. Thanks, Lin.
120 million.
You better get some good F1 tickets for that.
That don't even get you in the box on game day. 1%?
1% doesn't get you in the box? 120 plus million?
Mm-hmm. Paddock passes at for the F1 race.
What the hell's that?
The good seats.
Oh, they're not even seats. Paddock is like where their garages are, and then it's like, you know, have you been to Hard Rock recently?
Yes.
You know the big white building that's now on the side of Hard Rock?
Do you mean the stadium or the guitar?
Stadium.
The stadium. Where do you think the F1 race is?
Well, you said when you say the Hard Rock.
No.
When you say
I'm not gonna let you do this.
What do you mean, dude?
You're -1.
Why?
Because
Why?
there's no way that you
We're
thought
talking about car racing, and you just said you mean the guitar or
like? Are you serious?
When you say the Hard Rock, I think guitar. When you say Hard Rock,
have you been to Hard Rock lately?
No, you said the Hard Rock. When you say the Hard Rock, I think casino. When you say Hard Rock, I think stadium.
Stop. Take your minus one.
No, take your minus one.
No.
Hey, take your -1.
I'd like a review.
Eat on it and take a break.
I'm almost positive that I said, have you been to Hard Rock lately?
You could be almost positive, but you're wrong. You said the Hard Rock lately.
Well, there's a way to do
I
it.
don't think so. Regardless.
Well, I can't. I mean, what if she takes liberties and she cuts out the?
No. I won't do that.
All right.
I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong, but I really don't think I'm wrong here. Regardless.
I say that all the time too, that I'm willing. Trust me, Brittany, as somebody who also says all the time that I'm willing to admit that they're wrong and don't.
What? You're willing to admit?
I feel
You're
like
the one that invented facts have changed.
Sometimes the facts change.
Which means that makes you not wrong.
Hey, we got to take a break, huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's do that.
The mixed bag is next.
Have you been to Hard Rock recently? Have you been to Hard Rock recently?
I think you cut it out. I'm pretty sure you did, Brittany. I gotta be honest with you. It seems suspiciously like you have a weird pause in there. I'm not calling you a liar.
You are.
I'm just saying it's a little wild. I don't feel like I'm being listened to. It's a little bit of
I'm being listened to.
I don't feel like I'm being listened to today. You know, like take Jennifer for instance. You know, she's in here in the chat and she's saying Granny Panties and Kyler Murray shouldn't be in the same sentence. They weren't, Jennifer. I was referring to Jimmy Garoppolo and Marcus Mariota. They were the Granny Panties.
Oh, so she did to you what you did to me. Cool.
No, I think you cut out the.
You're crazy.
I'm not sure.
You're crazy. I'm not that good at cutting audio, okay?
Well,
relax.
Wow.
They don't let you out of heat
Just-
jail. I'm not sure about that.
Tobin, just eat it.
What do you mean?
You were wrong. She didn't say the Hard Rock.
I thought she said the Hard Rock.
You thought.
I
but
thought she said it. I
didn't.
just said that.
Okay, you were wrong. See?
If she said the Hard Rock, though, you would understand why I thought it was the hotel.
She didn't say it!
But you would understand why I would make that mistake.
She didn't.
You guys want to get to the mixed bag?
Yeah. Is it mixed bag or the mixed bag?
It could be either. It used to be Marcos's mixed bag, but then we feuded. And now he doesn't want a mobile quarterback all of a sudden.
Oh my God.
Rat bastard. Anyway, you guys familiar with college baseball?
Yep.
There was a college game being played between Loyola Marymount and UC Santa Barbara, and they had a weird delay. And that was
Bees.
A Pelican delay.
Ooh.
As you can see here, a Pelican got stuck in the backstop netting during their college baseball game.
Look at the moose. The player or the coach just trying to shoo him.
The coach is trying to shoo him away. And let me tell you, that's a pretty big Pelican. Pelican's got some weight to it.
Listen, that's my state bird, and I still don't mess with him.
They are they are terrifying creatures. Big wingspan. They dive bomb on you around the water.
Especially for birds that don't chew.
Yep.
They still got teeth.
Fly, Pelican. Wow. Crazy. So be careful when you're you never know. I've seen the bees. I've seen the cats. Remember Hard Rock Cat?
I remember the Hard Rock Cat, yeah.
He just hang on.
Oh, it was the Hard Rock Cat or just Hard Rock Cat? That's a point, Brittany. You rascal.
Wow. Wow, Nick T. That Pelican still has a shorter beak than Tobin.
Schmieden says that Pelican's so big they call him Zion.
Zion's small. He ruined his streak.
He was back yesterday though, right? I think he only missed a game.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many teams that are just trying to like blow this season to smithereens. They can't wait for it to be over. It's crazy. The spreads in basketball right now are out of this world.
It's crazy.
It's not enjoyable. Ruben Bain, he did an interview with 305 Sports. They do a good job. Shout out to those guys. A lot of local stuff. He did a sit down with them, and he was asked about short arm skate. And this is what Ruben Bain.
Wow. Now I stared at his arms. I'm sorry.
I ain't got nothing to hide, man. I seen what I did with these historically short arms. I seen for the last couple years playing against the best of the best, and I made them look with my historically short arms. So it is what it is. People gonna say what they want, and the message was not even accurate. So I'm just playing football, knowing that I prepared and got myself right both on and off the field.
And what's an NFL team getting in Ruben Bain? What's a city getting Ruben Bain?
I feel like the best. I don't even say the best in the job. I say the best in the league. That's my mindset to come in and work for it, not just talk about it and be about it. I feel like everybody said it, yeah, but I mean it. I'm really gonna work for it. And I'm truly gonna work for it because it's all I ever dreamed of, all I ever hoped of. And I know that I ain't just trying to get to the league. I'm trying to remain in the league and be the best in the league. I want to be the person that's on the cover of the EA Man. I want to be the person that's the face of the league. I want to be the person that little kids growing up wanting to be. Because when I was growing up, that's how I think about things. That's how I wanted it to be. So now that knowing I'm here, I'm going to capitalize on the moment and show people why I am who I said I am and why I'm the best. I'm a person that, like I say, eats, sleep, and breathe football. I ain't a robot, but I'm damn close to it.
There you go. Ruben Bain.
It bothers me that some of these teams that need players, that need to build a culture, are finding a reason not to start it with this dude. Right? That attitude is what I need in my locker room.
Yep.
And you that's something that everybody doesn't have. That attitude right there. What are you willing to do to help this organization win? And there's been a lot of players that we did their measurables and forgot to watch them play football. One he down here is Zach Thomas. Like, come on, man.
Or on the other side, yeah, Deion Jordan.
Right.
That
There
didn't
you
work
go.
out.
There you go.
Paul Maurice, he had some thoughts on where the Panthers are at after yesterday's game when they lost to the New Jersey Devils.
Regulation losses. Oh. What's the best way to overcome a challenging time like this?
Well, you got to lose games. If you're going to lose games, you got to lose them a certain way. Like I didn't feel I liked our first loss. I mean, we played well against Buffalo, and I mean, maybe in and out in the Islander game, but that's still a late goal. But we weren't good enough tonight. So we have a style and an identity that we're having a hard time getting to, clearly.
Is there any one element of the game, as you talk to getting back to your game, is there any one element of the game you really want to focus in on as you guys move forward here?
There's a certain way that we move the puck and with an attitude coming to the offensive line that I think we've gotten away from.
There you go. Paul Maurice yesterday after the loss to the Devils. Yeah. That's tough. Man. No reaction to it, Leroy?
Huh?
No reaction to it?
To what? To
Paul Maurice.
I just we know, man. They're look, I'm not gonna ever question their effort. I'm not gonna ever question, like, when you say, they're fat cats. No, they're not. They've been injured, they've been banged up, they're tired, and they're trying to fight through it. And the problem is that even with all this going on with you personally, with your team, with your health, the other teams still view you as two-time NHL champ. So they coming after you with their best.
Yeah, it's a bummer. It feels like it's winding down this year on the Cats. And according to Pierre Lebron, who is he's kind of hockey woj, although I didn't like what he said about Sam Reinhart, so he kind of resides in hell in my heart. But anyway, this is what he tweeted out.
Wait, hell is in your heart?
Yeah, I don't like him. He said, the Panthers lost again last night, and my understanding is they made the decision to be sellers as far as listening on pending unrestricted free agents, which most notably includes the likes of AJ Greer, sorry, Jennifer, and Sergei Bobrovsky. Bobrovsky has a 16-team no-trade list. Doesn't mean that he will be dealt for sure. It just means that Florida is listening.
Oh, so he has a 16. So there's 16 teams he won't go to.
He has given them a list of 16 teams he won't go to, yes.
Okay.
And I imagine also probably has to do with if somebody's going to give him an extension or not, if that's going to be part of the deal. It's the same thing that happened with Panarin,
right,
with the Rangers. So we'll see. Please don't leave me. Take a break. Get you caught up with your headlines. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Professional as always, Leroy.
I tried.
Did you?
I had a
Did
pill
you
in my
though?
mouth.
Did you?
Yeah.
I
tried to get back and get situated before.
How long was the break, Brittany? How long was the break? Do tell. How long was that? I guess 6 minutes.
5 minutes.
Just give it a gander, Brittany. Let us,
Like almost 7 minutes.
Almost 7 minutes, dude. And not right when you sat down. Right when you sat down and the segment starts. ASMR right into your can. Why are you the way you are? And by the way, is that also not a Lent violation?
He brought in a plate. You weren't looking, but he brought in a plate.
And I by the way, I let this slip. You were housing Sour Patch Kids yesterday.
I gave him to Vlad.
Dude?
I gave him to Vlad.
Dude?
I gave him to Vlad. I quit eating them.
Don't tip your can at me fancily like it's an old fashioned.
It is. It's
chip Cheerio. Crisp apple.
Delicious.
Unbelievable. Whataburger has been named the best value burger in America.
I don't know. I got to tell you, we were real giddy about that In-N-Out burger.
Oh, dude. That was good.
Brittany, you could get fries, a drink, and a nice sized burger for $12.
I there's one in Nashville, right?
In-N-Out?
In-N-Out?
I think it's mostly out west.
It's mostly a West
I think
thing.
there's one in Nashville.
Texas has it too. Maybe it does. Nashville kind of has everything.
I'm going to Nashville at the end of the month. So
is that you sure it's not a Whataburger?
No, they probably do have Whataburger. I've had a Whataburger before. They have them in South Carolina now.
Yeah, I had Whataburger in Dallas and I had In-N-Out in Dallas. Like they had them both, and I thought that In-N-Out was way better.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I heard it's delicious. I really want to try it.
Did you guys see the video of the McDonald's CEO trying a Big Mac?
I did.
Did you see this, Leroy? That went viral. No. So the guy gets up there, right? And he's like, "Hey, this is our maybe it was their big arch. I think it was their new burger they're launching." And he's sitting there. He's got like his little blue button-up shirt on, right? And like he's like, "All right, let's take a bite of this thing." And he gives like the slightest nibble. Like he couldn't be bothered with eating his own product. He was like, "Oh, what a!" And then he's like, "What a bite that was!" And and everybody who has eyes is like,
"You
what?
mean the McDonald's guy eating a Big Mac?"
Yes, the CEO.
I thought you said a Whopper.
No, he said he was eating a Big Mac, or a Big Arch, I think is their new burger.
Oh, they have a new burger. So is that taking over for the because
I guess
the Big Mac died a long time ago when they made them tiny.
Yeah, well, either way, it doesn't matter. I guess we know why, because he takes tiny bites, or he just doesn't like his product. But it was like a huge faux pas that he was out here just like barely taking nibbles of his signature.
I'm gonna look at. Is the Big Arch
the tiniest bite I've ever seen in my life?
Big Arch.
Nobody eats. Yeah, nobody eats fast food like that.
No.
So my question is, I'm looking at it right now. The CEO.
Little nibbles, dude. Like barely like wants to be like he definitely is just like having Wagyu beef for his burgers. He couldn't be bothered with it. It was crazy. He had no interest in it.
The Big Arch is like a double all right.
He very clearly didn't like his signature. It was like, and you got to fake it. I mean, or just don't do that.
Right. Or don't put yourself out there like that.
Right. It was weird. And the idea that he was like, you see?
Yeah, like, why did you show the bite? Because we it just made it worse.
It made it worse. You're 100% right, Brittany. It was like it was crazy to me. But the idea that Whataburger, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. Texas walks around with a little too much swagger about it. I'm like, it's fine, guys.
I like Culver's. I think Culver's is a great fast food burger, but they are a little pricey.
I think the Arch Burger is just taking over for the Quarter Pounder.
It might be. But I gotta
that's what
say,
it looks like. It looks like a double quarter pounder.
so they're just saying the arch instead because it's not a quarter pound. That was like the old.
I guess so they can make it smaller.
Right. Here's the thing, though. Can I just say, speaking of making burgers smaller, I'm not throwing any shade at any brand. Okay. But I went to a place when I had jury duty that made smash burgers. And I got to tell you, what a scandal this is. What a complete scam. Smash burgers? Like, let me get this straight. You've decided to squish the meat and still charge the same price? How is anybody like this? What kind of a society are we living in? We're smashing our burgers now, and we find this to be valuable. What are we doing? Who fell for this? Where they're like, I'll tell you what you guys need: smash burger. We're gonna take the meat, we're gonna make it as thin as a slice of paper, and it'll be delicious.
So I'm getting crushed.
For what?
Archburger is different sauce, different bread, different ingredients, and it's a half pound, dumbass.
Jeez.
2 times quarter pounder.
My goodness.
Inside.
The guy's very passionate
Is
about
he
his
the
burger.
Right. Wow, buddy.
I'll tell you what, it sounds better than. Sounds better than a smash burger.
I love smash burgers. I really don't know what your problem
What?
is.
I don't understand.
I actually
we
hate
have
big
scams.
patties.
We have scams so that they can give you less food and charge you more.
Well, call me a scam lover because I love I love smash burgers.
How could you fall for such a thing? Like they have completely warped your mind. How did you fall for such trickery? This is the same reason you like JJ Redick. You fall for scams.
Maybe so.
Why would you like your burger so thin and smashed?
I love thin burgers.
Let me ask you something. In your history of watching cartoons,
Brittany, then I got to tell you, you are not going to be happy if you come over my house.
I don't understand. Like when you watched a cartoon and like Bugs Bunny got railroaded thin, did you think to yourself, "Oh, that looks better"? No, you wanted Big Bugs Bunny to be full size. I don't understand why we're sitting here and you're charging me $30 and you completely eradicated the meat.
I got to tell you,
that's
Roy
mean.
Child, the chef, has it perfect. Hardee's has the better burgers.
That's fine.
They have the sourdough burger. That thing's awesome, but you can't find them anywhere unless you're on a road trip.
I don't know. They're like smash burgers are juicier. I love crispy.
Juicier. You're smashing the juice out of them.
Why are you screaming at me?
You're smashing the juice out of them.
I love the crispiness of it. Like it's so crispy.
I went to this place, Brittany, and I'm not going to say the name of it, but let's just call it Svelte Larry. Let's just call it Svelte Larry's. And when I went to Svelte Larry's and I had their smash burger, I felt like I should have taken them down to the courthouse because a crime had been committed on me.
I think that place that you're talking about is delicious.
Look, it's not that it didn't taste good. It tasted fine, but they completely robbed me because they charged me the price. Like if I went to Five Guys, that's like 3 patties. The price that they charged me for a Svelte Larry smash burger.
I tell you what, you eat Five Guys, the way they wrap up all the juice and grease in that silver thing,
No,
right?
like Five Guys is good. I don't disagree. It's just like there's a time and a place.
Yeah, well, she's right about that because you're going to need like a hammock or a bed after a Five Guys.
Or you're going to be, or you might need to be close to the bathroom. All that grease.
Dude, I mean, the way it's like just hanging in the bag, delicious.
I don't know. I'm not somebody who like loves meat that much, so
They do take care of the fries though.
Fries are delicious.
But here's the problem. They don't travel well. You better be home in 5 minutes. Otherwise, they're going to be...
I don't even think I've ever gotten Five Guys to go. That's one of those, I always eat it there.
Really? I had the last time I went to a Five Guys, I can't even tell you.
It's been a long time since I've been to Five Guys.
I'll tell you exactly why. Because you've been duped by people to get a smash burger. That's why. The Five Guys, they found the perfect gourmet, slightly slower than fast food burger, and then some guy, probably the CEO, goes, you know what would make this better? Same price, less burger. Let's call it a smash burger.
Right, exactly.
Smash burger. Ridiculous.
I think it's delicious.
And Dade South says smash burger is better. Get out of here, dude.
It is. I agree.
It's too crispy.
Oh, I love it. I love
I want like a juicy hamburger. Like, I don't even, to be honest with you, I'd rather put a hamburger on my flat grill than put it on my grill. Because sometimes when you grill hamburgers, they get a little drier. But on that skillet, they stay juicy.
How do you like a smash burger, but you don't want Kyler Murray as your quarterback? Doesn't make sense.
What is the correlation here? Let me see you try to connect this one.
Tinier burger, tinier quarterback.
Oh my goodness.
We had to take a break. Headlines quickly are brought to you by Doral Kia. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com. The Panthers lost last night 5-1 to the Devils. Oof. Heat. They blew out the Nets 124-98. They put the smash burger on them. Bam Adebayo, a hell of a stat line from Bam. 23 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 6 steals.
That was crazy. I mean, I even saw Kalel get one.
Kalel had 5 steals.
Across court pass, and just that big hand just went up.
Kalel had 5 steals. It was a crazy day. The Heat had they had, I think, 13 steals and 8 blocks.
Hey, if you're a defensive-minded guy, that sounds great.
Hurricanes on the court tonight. They take on SMU at 7 o'clock, and you can hear that right here on WQAM. Take a break. Back after this. right, welcome back, everybody. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Let's give away those Tortuga tickets. It is a Tobin and Leroy exclusive, giving away tickets to Tortuga on Sunday, April 12th, when Kenny Chesney is the headliner. Right now, caller number, what do you want to do, Leroy? What caller number?
Let's do caller number 6 to match how many steals Bam had.
Caller number 6 to 305-567-0560. Caller 6 to 305-567-0560 will win a pair of tickets to Tortuga on Sunday, April 12th. Now, if you guys want to purchase weekend passes or single-day passes to see Post Malone, Riley Green, Kenny Chesney, and more on Fort Lauderdale Beach, you can do that at TortugaMusicFestival.com. So check that on out. By the way, our interview yesterday with Xander Zayas, Leroy.
Yeah.
Starting to get through the boxing world right now, as apparently we have some Twitter, we have some, the clips on the internet have made it, and Josh Kelly from London, he is not liking the fact that Xander said that he wouldn't be willing, or that Xander said that he was willing to go to the UK. Well, that's not true. And Xander's like, it is true. And so it sounds like what Xander's like, it sounds like what you're saying is you want to fight me. So now it appears like Josh Kelly is what we like to call in the business boxed in.
It doesn't matter though. These guys avoid fights so they can make a couple of bucks, which I don't fault them, but then don't talk trash.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Everybody knows what you're doing. When you got another guy lined up and they say we're going to have a tune-up fight first. Like, we all know what's going on. We get it. Make your money, but don't talk trash.
Yeah. Well, listen, I am I like the fact that we have just thrown a little something into the boxing world here.
Yeah.
Stirring it up.
I think he needs to fight closer, because if he fights closer, we there.
Yeah. That would be cool. Go to Puerto Rico? Right. Somebody doesn't want to go see Bad Bunny. Calls him Benito.
That's what I was getting ready to say. I'm like, they cool. He said Benito.
He calls him Benito. It's like, oh, all right. I didn't realize you were on that kind of level, but apparently he is.
I mean, I never called Master P Master P.
What'd you call him?
Percy.
That's cool.
I mean, New Orleans is small though, so.
Well, right now, New Orleans is beefing with Stephen A. Smith.
Why? Because he said something about.
He said that Zion is addicted to food, and then the Pelicans, they tweeted out a highlight reel or a low light reel of his athletic prowess. And now Stephen A. Smith is saying, you guys needed that because nobody cares about you. Same thing.
Why? I don't understand. This is where we are in the world now, though. Like here, if you don't, and I always say this about reporters or people that, say things about sports, talk about sports, or have opinions on sports or whatever. You want to be able to say whatever you want, and the athlete just supposed to have thin skin about it and not, because it's your honest opinion. But if ever an athlete snaps back and hurts your feelings, you go crazy. Like, that's fair game. That's the way it is. Like, you can't, people are in general aren't going to let you just go after them without responding. And so, I don't have a problem with if a guy's going to go out there like that, on a city or, on a player, and that player or that city snaps back at him, fair game. You didn't have to go there. You want to talk about being a professional. There's certain things you hear guys when they comment on something to give it extra cheese, go over the top. Right? They go too far.
Another thing with that's the other thing with smash burgers. Like it's just as much. It's as much cheese as there is meat. I'm like, this is basically a grilled cheese.
Hey, they cover it with one piece of cheese, and the cheese swallows up the burger.
Right.
I have never eaten a cheeseburger in my life where the cheese swallows up a patty.
I love cheese, but like I don't need it to.
I don't want the cheese to be bigger than the burger.
It's like parachuting the burger. Barry Jackson
protected it from rain.
Yeah. Barry Jackson tweets out that the Jets are among the teams doing work on Tua per Mike Garafolo. Tua is 8-0 in his career against the Jets and has a 101 career passer rating. If the Dolphins could play the Jets more, we wouldn't be in this situation. That's a fair point.
Hey, Tampa, I'm going to say this. The Jets going to love him till Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Very windy in that stadium in Thanksgiving. Oh, hello,
Jennifer.
Hi.
Are you here to give your thoughts on Svelte Larry's smash burgers?
Look, I've got to say, I'm not that big of a fan of smash burgers.
Yeah, right?
You squeeze all the juice out of them.
It's the part, it's because when they're too burnt of the edges, it just doesn't deliver that same taste that a burger should taste like.
I think it's like one of those things that looks cool when you make it.
It looks beautiful. It looks
But
great.
it's
But then, like, when you
than
bite into it, it's like Squidward just biting into a Krabby Patty. Like, I don't know.
It's just juicy, you know?
What?
Yeah, like when you buy a regular burger, juicy, dude. I don't like the smash burger.
I'm talking about
Squidward.
What Jennifer said. You know he's underwater, right?
Have you not seen the show?
Yeah, but it would never crunch.
It's true.
Well, there's like a thing where he puts his teeth out and he just takes a little nibble because he's never had a Krabby Patty. I know what she's talking about.
Thank you.
Wasn't he the fry cook?
No, he was a cashier.
So what did he eat?
He didn't want to eat it.
He didn't want to eat it.
Well, you got to respect the hustle. He's still just trying to make an honest living.
Kind of like the McDonald's CEO.
Yeah, that was the whole.
That's what
I was trying. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Man, that one really flew over your head, Leroy.
Thanks for pointing that out, Brittany.
Don't have sass, dude.
Huh? Don't have sass.
Yeah.
Look, we haven't gotten over the fact you want a guard gnome on your team.
I'm just saying for the cheapskies, dude. That's all I'm saying. I don't think I should be judged by this. You know, I don't like the fact.
I shall call him Mini-Me.
Look, he is very short. That's fine. But here's the thing. I don't like the fact.
It's this way, right?
It's this actually. It's pinky over pointing.
Leroy, not your thumb.
No, not your
That's
thumb.
what I did.
I know.
You were something ever since cracking that can open. But the thing is, and I think what I don't appreciate is I feel judged. And this is no. Hear me out. Let me say my piece. I feel judged, and this is supposed to be. We're in this together, and this is the trust tree, and there are no bad ideas. And you can not like my idea, that's fine, but I don't like to be called a fool. And I'm not a fool, because if you guys are going to come back at me with Jimmy Garoppolo or Arkansas quarterback, I'm going to be like, that's not a much better solution.
Right.
It's almost like what you did to me with the smash burgers. It's crazy.
No, because smash burgers are objectively terrible. Like that's that, you know, and by the way, here's the difference.
It costs like more than $20 just to buy a burger.
That's the money.
Everything is like charged separately. Oh, you want fries? Oh, you want sauce? Oh, you want Coke? Oh, you want this?
So your argument would hold some water, Brittany, if we were getting Kyler Murray at full price. Of course I don't want Kyler Murray. That's a smash burger. But on the cheapskies, way different.
First he's a thong, now he's a smash burger.
Oh, can I so what's the ice cream place called? Smush is Smush something or I can't think of the name of it. I thought it was a hamburger joint because I was thinking smash burger, but it was an ice cream place. It's called Smush something. Hold on.
Must be a Broward thing.
No.
Farticus, of course, Farticus Maximus on the chat. Great name. Murray in the past few years has been more hurt than Tua. He throws more INTs for less yards and loses way more, and he is smaller. Correct. Again, though, this is why you're not a grown-up, Farticus, is we're not paying him
His
too
name
much.
is Farticus. That's why. Like, what are we doing?
That's why
this is why
went
you
through
wait.
the comments.
This is not why you're not a grown-up, Farticus. Like, that's it. That's it. Nothing else needs to be said.
Uh-oh.
What happened? We got any football moves today?
Nah, I got a Panthers move.
Uh-oh.
I don't like this.
Stop it. Am I gonna like it?
All right, so I just got a press release from the Panthers
Uh-huh.
that says the Panthers announced today they've agreed to terms with goaltender Luis Domingue on a 1-year, 2-way contract.
They are getting ready to trade Bob.
Oh my God.
Hey, I'm just reading the tea leaves. Tobin, in your professional
this is not
opinion,
okay right now.
Tobin, look at me.
He's not
Let
doing
him,
well.
let him suffer for a second. Wait, is this for real? Is AJ Greer gone?
Are they trolling you?
Am I
Jennifer?
being trolled?
The noise that just came.
Hold on, I'm scared.
Oh no. I don't know about AJ Greer, but that came from the Panthers, Jennifer. So I haven't seen any tweets on AJ Greer yet. That's just RVA Richie being a jerk, I think.
That's not nice.
But this does, but I agree with Leroy. This feels like the move before the move. Because why would you bring in somebody named Luis Domingue?
It's called Smoosh Ice Cream.
Okay.
I thought it was Smoosh
Thank
Burger.
You still with the ice cream.
You really are a pal in a time like this.
Oh, they're like, what do you want me to? Nothing's happened yet.
You're reading the tea leaves.
That's what Tobin would do. That's our job. Our job is to inform. What do we think this means? Hey, they just signed a guy to a 2-way deal. I didn't even know hockey had 2-way deals.
Yeah,
they just
30
signed to a 2-way deal.
Why would they sign a
goalie.
33? Right. Maybe it's just for emergencies. Like maybe
because
if
they need.
trade
Hold on,
Bob.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because they signed to a 2-way deal because they don't have the room right now. Then when they trade Bob, they'll have room and they'll bring him up. That's what it sounds like.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but I don't have to like it.
You don't have to like it.
I don't have to like it.
You don't have to like it.
Oh my God. Oh boy. This is not how this day can end.
No.
Dude, you'll be all right.
Will I? I don't know if I will be.
Love him explaining what his job is as he searches for random ice cream shop. We were talking about Smush stuff. So I said I was driving by and I thought that Smush place was a burger joint.
You know what I always love is when you have to walk back your explanation and take us through the road. We understood. We didn't lose path. We just found it weird that you really needed to search for a name of a place that you had no idea.
No.
All right, I need a break. We'll come back, play Rats Off a Ship next.
rats off a ship.
All right, I've gathered myself. Hopefully it'll be all right. Hopefully we'll be all right. Before we get to rats off his ship and get Jennifer's list, let me let you guys know one more time that if you guys want to see Metallica with a friend at the Sphere in Las Vegas, all you have to do is listen to WQAM on the app. To enter, log on to the free Odyssey app from now until March 8th. So you got about 4 more days. And you listen for 1 hour or more, you'll have a chance to win. You come back the next day, and you'll get another chance to win. 1 chance per day, and the winner receives airfare for 2, 3-night hotel stay, and tickets to see Metallica at the Sphere this October. That's all thanks to Q Prime. For more info, go to Metallica.com. This is a national contest. What do we have today, Jennifer, for rats off a ship?
Hey. Okay, so first we have the Miami Dolphins trading Aaron Brewer to the Bears, whose 27-year-old Pro Bowl center just retired.
All right, so in this scenario, the shock of their center retired the Bears, who had a good year last year. Drew Dahlman retired at the age of 27 yesterday. The Dolphins give a little ringy ding ding and say, "You guys want Aaron Brewer? Do a little deal ski." I'm not rats off a ship on that. I think all roads are there for the Dolphins. If they want to collect assets, I know Aaron Brewer is a really good player, but as we said, if we're in a place where they're going to collect stuff, yeah, I wouldn't be rats off a ship on it if they can get an overpay for him. Leroy?
I'm not rats off a ship, but you do this all the time.
What?
If we can get a haul for him, if we can get him on the cheap skis.
That's what rats off a ship is, dude. If I was rats off a ship, that means no way you trade him.
Okay.
If you're rats off a ship, you love Aaron Brewer that much, hey, he's a good player. But if you
I just think at this point in time, there's nothing that's out of a possibility. There's nothing that can't happen. There's nothing I'd be surprised about. I'm not rats off a ship.
Sounds like you agree with me.
No, I'm giving my reasons as why I'm not rats off a ship.
They sounded very similar to mine. Ergo, agree.
First of all, redneck, stop using ergo.
Why, dude?
You're not even a real redneck. I couldn't even get camping stuff for you. I had to go buy it.
Why are you so mad about that with him?
Because that's my guy. That's my guy that I call for all matters redneck.
But that doesn't mean he has it.
Just because I catch iguanas barehanded doesn't mean I like to sleep on the ground.
So I guess me asking you about an inflatable mattress is out of the question.
No, I don't have an inflatable mattress, dude.
Everybody has it.
Do you?
If everybody does, then why don't you?
I do.
Then what?
I thought that was your way of asking him.
What happened to Drew? What happened? Did Dre butt into it like a chew toy?
No, but
Luna?
Dre only chews on his bed and he teethes on it. He doesn't chew a hole in it. He just teethes on it.
Date's house is, what if Tobin called Leroy asking for something tangible? I would never do that.
I was good. You could call me and ask, hey, you got any purple
C4?
Kool-Aid?
You want some C4?
C4? No, not C4. That's you have to ask for a specific flavor.
That's why I said it.
Yeah, but
that's why I didn't offer my Sour Patch Kids the other day.
They were watermelon.
The whole pack.
Huh?
The whole pack.
You wanted to share, but you were uncomfortable asking me about what it
turned it around. Don't let him see the label.
C4 incident scarred me.
Yeah, you could ask me for a gumbo recipe, but the gumbo is like intangible and tangible.
The jambalaya was really good.
Can I have that recipe, actually?
That was
That's
good.
fire.
Yeah.
Where are your rats, Jennifer, on trading Aaron Brewer to the Bears?
I'm okay with it. I'm not rats off shit.
Brittany?
I'm not rats off a ship. Like you guys said, if we can get something good for him, why the heck not?
Just give old Ben Johnson a call. See what they want. I don't know what you get for a center, but he's very good.
I think all offensive linemen, if they can play, you can get some good hauls for them because offensive linemen have been difficult to find.
What's number 2, Jennifer?
Forgive me if I do mess this up, but we have a potential number 1 overall pick, AJ DeBonza.
Mm-hmm.
Says he might go back to school.
Noble cause. That's nice, but who's the last person to do that? Joakim Noah, and they were a championship team. I mean, like maybe if he loses in the championship or can repeat, don't be silly, AJ DeBanza. All right, don't do that. You go to online BYU, you still get your degree. You don't turn down being the number 1 pick. Rats off a ship.
Rats off a ship.
Plus, you have BYU. That can't be fun.
I'm rats off a ship. You can't do no better than you're going to do. The only thing you can do is just look at all these quarterbacks who were first rounders last year, and now they're getting in the 5th round. Ask them how they feel about their situation. RVA Richie said, you could ask me for my collard greens recipe.
I'm not going to do that.
Although I don't make collard greens around here. My wife does.
Really?
Yeah.
Canadian greens.
It's an intangible thing too.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Like
good.
It's you can't take a Southern thing and make it a tangible thing. I'll let you know when something's tangible or not. When Tobin offered Tyler Johnson C4 watermelon, you know he's mixed.
Hey, there was a guy yesterday who did the shootout contest for the Heat. You know, you got to hit the layup, the free throw, the 3, and then you get a half court shot. So he hit it. He hit all 3. So the way it works is you hit all 3, and then you get a chance if you hit all 3 within a certain amount to take the half court heave. And he made it all the way to the half court. Was online, little short, but he was wearing a Tyler Johnson jersey. And I was telling the guy next to me, I said, he deserves the 5,000 just for wearing the Tyler Johnson jersey. That's a great jersey. I don't know why that story was told. It was a little useless. I apologize. Brittany, where are your rats with AJ?
They are off the ship. Like I hate when players sit here and like say, "Oh, I'm going to go back to school." Like it's a sweet sentiment. I appreciate it, but like we all know you're lying. You're going to give up millions of dollars to go back to BYU. Like, please do me a favor and stop lying.
I just feel like it has to be a better party school for BYU. BYU has an honor code. Like, you know, like he'd have to be living his best life. Like, and also he might just end up on the Jazz anyway. Like, same. You could go to BYU while you could go to BYU.
Or Mormon wives.
Yeah, you could go hang out with the swinging Mormon wives. Like, I just don't see what the point is.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like when Zion said it after Duke losing in March Madness, I was like, yeah, we all know you're lying, buddy. Quit lying.
Especially him. He's the damn top. He was the top pick in the draft.
Well, this guy's supposed to be the number 1 pick.
Yeah, no, he ain't going nowhere.
Crazy, dude. What's number 3, Jennifer?
Well, brace yourselves. JJ Redick says he and Luka fighting was no biggie.
I'll be the judge of that.
I mean, we did have the LeBron and Spo bump gate.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you. Rats off a ship on JJ Redick saying it's no big deal. It's not nothing.
It's something.
It's not nothing. I don't know if it's something, but I know it's not nothing.
It's nothing.
Not sure.
It's nothing.
You just going to buy what JJ Redick's selling?
I mean,
it's not stamps.com or MeUndies for podcast boy.
It happens.
So like all
it happens.
The undies today. What is wrong?
As
with
much
you?
time as you spend in a room with the players and the coaches, you're not going to have argument every now and then or a disagreement. It's part of sports.
You want to have a problem with a player, you do it subtly, like Eric Spoelstra, where you hold up 3 when somebody gets 3 fouls. You don't make a show of it. And that's what JJ Redick did. He made a show of it because that's what he does. Shows because he's a podcaster. Podcast boy. Rats off a ship, dude.
I'm not rats off a ship.
Fine. Jennifer?
More normal, everyday dealings in professional sports.
I personally don't care. So
Indifferent rats?
Indifferent rats.
Brittany?
Of course, I'm not rats off a ship.
She was shaking her head from the very beginning.
I was rolling my eyes at you if you didn't see.
Loves podcast boy.
It's not only that, Tobin, it's the fact that Leroy's right. It happens all the time. Remember a couple years ago when Jimmy and Spell got into it? I'm sure you were like, oh, that's nothing. That's nothing.
Throwing
Wasn't
of
nothing.
the clipboard.
It just happens.
It wasn't nothing. It was very much something.
Before things went downhill, so pipe it down. It happens often. Frustrations. I'm not rats off a ship. You're letting your what is it? Your personal feelings bleed into your art.
I don't have personal feelings against JJ Redick. He seems like a perfectly lovely person. I personally have nothing. Professionally, I have something against him, but personally, I have nothing against JJ Redick. Seems like a perfectly likable guy. I mean, he wasn't very professional when he showed up late for a press conference because of Art Basel traffic, but other than that, seems like a pro's pro. But I have nothing personally against JJ Redick. He seems like a wonderful person. It's just ridiculous that podcast boy gets a red carpet ride to the Lakers head coaching job. Ridiculous. He's a podcaster. What kind of basketball experience is that?
You just don't like JJ Redick.
NBA.
I have nothing against JJ Redick. And so what, he played in the NBA?
You have plenty against this man.
Clearly, you have nothing against
him. So
him.
did Derek Fisher play in the NBA? He didn't work as a coach. Steve Nash played in the NBA. He didn't work as a coach. Magic Johnson didn't work as a coach. Just because you play in the NBA doesn't mean you could be a coach. You're a podcaster. Would you have Draymond Green be a head coach? He's podcaster. Ridiculous. Number 4, Jennifer.
So we have Leroy's favorite, actually. The Jif Peanut Butter is launching their own chocolate eggs to go into battle with Reese's.
Wow.
Or Reese's.
Too late.
I got to tell you, I'm not rats off a ship. Jif makes great peanut butter, and I'm a fan. And if they want to get into the game of chocolate peanut butter eggs for Easter, I'm going to give it a whirl.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. When they come out, I'll bring some in, and we'll do a taste test.
Taste test on air.
All right. Sounds like you're not
Only
rats off
when
a
I'm
ship.
here.
I'm rats off a ship, though.
Why, dude?
Because there's only one peanut butter egg.
You don't have to be
They've
so
been around
brand
forever.
loyal.
Nobody's ever infringed on that market in 100 years. And all of a sudden, like
Now you
come
want to
on.
be petty about it.
Yeah, now you want to make peanut butter eggs?
It's like the
Seriously,
it's
that
like,
could have been their brand a long time ago.
Right.
it's like when
Wait.
all the chain pizzas started doing stuffed crust. It's like, that's Pizza Hut's thing. It's like, oh no, we're all doing stuffed crust now. Trademark's over.
Yeah, that's right. Snunt and Steve, put them in the freezer first. Yeah, is it gonna be that creamy peanut butter, or is it gonna be the peanut butter that's gonna be in Reese that they have in Reese's? Because you know they're gonna have to try to do it different. And if it's that creamy peanut butter, it's gonna suck.
You sure?
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
I
think I might prefer it.
He's
It sets them apart. It changes things up.
Let's get the McDonald's CEO on this.
like Taco Bell doing fries now.
That's true too. I don't understand why it's a
Yeah,
thing.
that's a
Or
waste
like
of time.
don't they have also mozzarella sticks? I haven't gone in a long time.
Mozzarella sticks.
So basically, Taco Bell's just like, what would people like when they're high as a kite?
True.
That's what we're gonna add to the menu.
Or when we're the only option.
That's
Yes.
when they have the most business, I would say.
After 2:00 in the morning.
I have a rule. I don't eat
I
Taco
gotta
Bell
tell you,
every week.
that's when Miami Subs was booming. Miami
There's only
Subs on
one.
South Beach. They had that one on South Beach. I used to hit it up on the way home.
Is there anyone by you?
What?
Miami Subs?
No.
I got one.
Most of them seem like they're all out east.
We got one. It's right next to the Pinecrest Bakery up here. Because they've infiltrated in Palm Beach all of a sudden, which I'm a fan of.
Pinecrest Bakery. It's
Mhm.
delicious.
Delicious. Who's anybody? Is anybody ratless? I lost count.
I'm out.
I'm rats off a ship.
I'm not rats off a ship.
I am.
All right. Give us.
We got Tobin's not rats off a ship. We got 2 and 2. That means taste test.
Yeah.
What do we have for number 5, Jennifer?
Game of Thrones featured film is in the works.
A what?
A Game
They're
of Thrones
doing a
feature
movie.
film.
No,
No,
It's so much. The series is so much better.
Isn't
you can't
this series
pile it
already a movie?
Here's
You
what I would
can't
say.
pile it all the way. You can't pile it into one movie.
You're right, but I can't be a phony because if it does come out, I'm gonna see it. Right? I'm gonna see it. But I'm not happy. Like if you're gonna look, Game of Thrones, if you're gonna just do a series. Let's go. Bring it back. What else are you doing?
How many spin-offs do they have too?
Well, they have the one that I couldn't wait Monday. I went to watch episode 7 and realized the series only had 6 episodes.
I tell you what, you better not have that little Kyler Murray kid in this series.
Oh,
He's causing too much trouble.
This guy's gonna get so many people killed because he wants to be. I want to be a squire.
I want to be a squire. I don't want to be a prince.
I want to be your squire.
Can I be your quarterback?
Then they want us to watch this show. No.
I'm looking for a
little bald-headed kid. And then all of a sudden, when the people finally caught him, right, and got my man in trouble, right, he's all of a sudden walking around in this full outfit with his hands behind his back like royalty.
Yeah, and he's not even a sick bald kid. He's a bald kid by choice. He didn't want to look like one of those Targaryens.
Right.
He's in disguise. He's a disguise baldy.
He's a prince, right?
I don't know why that sounds offensive, to be honest.
He is, though, dude.
It's the tone you're giving it in.
Kyler Murray, not the Nomathones, Game of Gnomes.
True.
Game of Gnomes.
That's funny.
Oh man. Anyway,
I'm not reading that.
I'm not rats off a ship because I am gonna.
Here goes Leroy.
I'm not rats off a ship because I will see the movie, but I'm not happy about it being a movie. Jennifer,
No, like, I'm so rats off a ship because it's like
rats off a ship.
Like, can they give it up already? They have. Yeah, no, seriously. How many series has there been? Like, way to milk the cow dry.
Hey, can I just tell you? Keep milking me, baby, because it's good. I like every episode. They could just keep on putting it out there. I'm getting every episode I can out of that.
Leroy, don't do that on camera. Oh my goodness.
I'm milking a cow.
Jesus. No.
What's wrong?
I have conch nipples, Greg. Could you milk me?
Hey, listen. Hey, I don't know why everybody's so worked up. Listen.
Because you're going to end up on Twitter like 2 seconds from now doing that gesture.
I wasn't the one that said, you're the one that brought up keep milk. How long are they going to milk it?
Like, you said something questionable and then made gestures. Not only did you make gestures, but you also said something questionable.
I didn't bring it up, though. I didn't bring it up.
Leroy, I didn't have to bring it up. The whole chat brought it up.
What? How long are they going to milk it?
Well, technically, Brittany brought up the milking.
I'm the one who said that.
Brittany. Well, you said, how long are they going to milk it? I mean, geez. And I'm like, keep it coming. Keep it coming.
Leroy is all about George R.R. Martin's udders. All right, that's about enough for this hour. Let's take a break. We're back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. We had Tommy Hutton on earlier. If you guys missed that, we'll bring that to you at the end of this hour. The legend who is bidding adieu after this season.
Adieu.
He is the best, and hoping the Marlins can give him a good year to send it off. We have been sent the milking gif, and I got to be honest with you, Leroy. It's one of the funniest moments you've ever had in show history.
Come on. I didn't bring it up.
Well, that's fair. You were led into it.
Yeah. Brittany.
You know?
Leroy.
Don't you dare.
I'm
Don't
looking at the video.
you dare.
They didn't tell you to do those gestures.
That's a saying. Stop acting like I said something questionable. You said something questionable and proceeded to do a gesture. It's all of our reactions.
I was merely expressing my enjoyment of the series in any capacity.
You're making this worse.
That's crazy. You're just making it worse. Stop talking.
He's just sitting there.
No, notice how I got my head out of the way. Didn't want any splatter.
No splashback.
Leroy!
My God. Oh my God.
Oh no. It's your guys' fault.
Is it?
I don't understand.
I wasn't even talking about no milking of nothing until you brought it up. And then I was like, listen.
Your
And
ability
you took it all the way
not-
home.
Like your
that's
ability
it.
to not take accountability is beyond me.
Agreed.
What do you
It's his
mean?
greatest account. It's his greatest
Really?
ability.
Really? And see, you don't care. As long as the stink ain't on you.
I don't feel the stink. I laughed. I think it's a hilarious bit. I love it. Leroy the Milker. And just like look at the joy in his face.
Literally.
He's just
I think I could have did it a little less vigorous.
Oh, you were vigorous.
Oh,
dude.
yeah?
There was a lot of enthusiasm behind the milking.
You were like, Bessie,
First
you're that
of
Game
all,
of Thrones.
Understand this. That is not that's an intangible thing right there.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Milking?
I ain't crawling up underneath no animal that size.
There's got to be tangible farmers.
They are. Yeah, my grandfather was a cowboy.
Was he? Did he ever have to milk?
I don't know.
When I was
Like
when I was back on the farm, I had to make sure that I'd have to look at the horse nipples to make sure that the milk wasn't dripping, because that would mean that they were ready to give birth.
The horse?
Yeah, the horse. So like the mares, they would you could see they would start building up some wax, and you were getting close, but until it was on drippage, that's when it was go time for the baby.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Brittany's
so the
face.
baby had to come out, otherwise we're gonna waste all this milk.
Exactly.
Yep.
You know, it
Yep.
was go time. She's like, taps ready.
Tap's ready.
Yeah, tap's ready. And so then the baby would be born. You got to get it out of the horse placenta. It's like, oh, where am I? Horses.
You
got
got to wash them off.
That's not
you-
nice.
Come on,
Horses are
David.
stupid now.
They're not very smart
They're
creatures.
aren't they very smart?
Not when they're babies. Barely can stand. They're like, whoa.
Forgive them.
So do human babies.
Literally.
What?
We're not in the wild. We're swaddled. I wasn't a fluffer, RVA Richie. There's no fluffing going on. The fluffer would be the teaser horse.
Yep.
So basically, growing up on the farm, Brittany, you would breed race horses, and so they got to do the thing. But to check that the mares were ready to roll in heat, they had what was known as a teaser horse. And a teaser horse was basically a Kyler Murray-sized horse.
Just give him a big ass blue chew.
No, I mean, he didn't need a blue chew. He was always horny. But he only got to hump the wall because he's a teaser horse. So the teaser horse would basically be like, my father would walk it in, and so like the thing was a little bit bigger than a pony, but smaller than a horse. Teaser horse. And so like he'd give a little sniffy sniff. If he started humping the wall, boom, Mare was ready to go with the stallion.
So
That's how you knew.
exactly did it go on the wall? Like
it would be like a stall, and so like hooves would go up. You can imagine what he was doing with his thrusting, and it was go time. That means all right. Take the teaser. Teaser horse has to go to.
You see what you started?
Just letting you guys. What this is actually how it goes down. It's perfectly well. I guess it's not natural, but it is. It is part of the horse racing business, and so the thing would hump the wall. You take it away, then all of a sudden Seabiscuit would come in. He'd do the actual duty, and
then this baby Seabiscuit.
Yeah, and teaser horse would have to go take a cold shower. I don't know,
and that cost you $1 million.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Well, not until the baby was born, but yeah,
right.
Has to be live and nursing. That's why you got to check for the milk.
So once the horse starts nursing, that's your $1 million gone.
Boom. Yep.
And how long before you come get them? How long do they keep them around the mother?
Usually around a year. Around a year.
Okay.
Around a year.
So you just come like seeing the house being built. You say, "That's my horse right there."
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
It looks sick to her stomach.
I'm sorry. Well, she's been.
She started it.
Yeah, she did start it too. That's true.
I know I did, but I just
I apologize.
Have you not done this show long enough to know that?
This is all new information.
Yeah, she's never heard the teaser.
She's never heard that story. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It happened.
All new information to me.
It's a tough life.
Mention of growing up on a farm, but I didn't think it was that serious.
Yeah. No, it was.
This is serious business.
It was.
Yeah, I mean, to stud, there's oh my goodness.
Yeah, business is time. Time is business. Like you don't light a kid. It's not very romantic for the horses, objectively. Like they don't light candles for them. So they just want to make sure they can hit it and quit it, move on, get a baby.
And all the horses have names like the parents.
Yes, usually there's a play on words.
So you always know, like when you go to the track, you almost definitely know if that horse was from famous horses.
Interesting.
And most people bet on them just for that reason.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in all honesty, do we ever have to clip anything as long as Dade South listens to our show?
It wasn't Dade South.
It wasn't?
No.
Nope, not this time.
Now it's like an arms race with Twitter and with
it was our boy Jay Hilds. He's our number one. He's one of our top clippers as well.
All right.
But yeah. This has been the show. Can the Dolphins make a move?
You guys.
I mean, your concern right now is not whether the Dolphins made a move, but whether the Panthers made a move.
Is there anything else going on?
I don't want to talk about that. I don't talk about it.
Yeah, but you got to give the news.
I don't want to talk about the news.
They say Leroy looks like Spo calling travel.
I love that Spo's new thing is he's mocking the
Wait,
players.
remember we asked him? He goes, nah, I don't.
Because I don't know what it is.
I'm like, come on, Spo.
He's like, is this a meme? Like, no, dude, this is what you do. You're out there, you're doing the travel calls now. Dude, they gave those refs the business yesterday. Oh my God. Everybody hated those referees.
That means they're doing a good job when both teams hate them.
Crazy.
The thing is like I hate this because I know there was 2 female refs on the reffing team yesterday.
Yeah,
I always hate when I see that.
Well, look, they stood their ground, Brittany.
I'm glad they did.
And they did call a lot of fouls. They just had everybody pissed off at them.
I hate when the officials get up in their feelings and they call a whole bunch of texts. Like, that's not about the players. That's about you.
My favorite thing, though, yesterday is when I'm walking around the bowels of Kaseya Center and they have to announce the referees are coming through like the president. And like honestly, it's if the King of England was walking through, you wouldn't get this much security. Clear the halls, refs. was like, oh, gee, you got to like go hide under a bunker. Kind of a Tim Donaghy situation. Refs coming through. Take a break. 15 minutes of heat. Next. All right, welcome back, everybody. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. 15 minutes of heat brought to you by Doral Kia. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com. Leroy, you want some stats, dude?
Yeah.
Barry Jackson of the Miami Herald has a little stat here for us. Since February 8th, Heat lineups with Bam Adebayo and Khalil Ware have outscored teams by 95 points. Sixth best among all NBA two-man combos during that time, behind only three different Spurs with Victor Wembanyama, Bam and Simone Fontecchio, and Derek White and Sam Hauser. And he finishes off saying, encouraging. It is encouraging, Barry.
To everybody but Spo.
Well, he is doing it now.
Yeah.
He tried to do it yesterday. I will say, Khalil had some oopsie daisy fouls.
So that's going to happen.
Going to happen.
I mean, my thing is that he gets mad at basketball things when it happens to everybody. Bam's had those quick fouls too. It happens.
He doesn't foul very much.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't foul very much. Yeah, he's been ornery with the referees lately too, though. I think everybody's kind of fit. It feels very March. Being like, hey, can we move these tanking games along? And then the refs are like, but you lost to the Jazz. Boxed in. The Heat will be back in action tomorrow. They got another one against the Nets. Very intrigued by Friday's game because they traveled to take on Charlotte, who's right there in Plainville with them.
Yep.
And then they got Detroit. Detroit lost yesterday to the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cavaliers didn't have Donovan Mitchell either, I believe. I believe Donovan Mitchell was out of that game.
They still got Mr. Regular Season, though.
They do. The beard. Finding his comfort zone in Cleveland. Mr. Honeymoon phase. They won 113-109. Cade Cunningham yesterday had a real stinker. People are wondering if ever since he was pumping himself up for MVP, the numbers haven't quite been there for the motorcade, but I still think he's awesome. So got to be careful of him. Then the rest of the game, there was the Spurs won yesterday, 131-91 over the 76ers.
Jeez.
Yeah. Jeez Louise. Noah Embiid, he's back hurt. He has an oblique injury. He's had everything.
I know.
He's literally had everything in his body. But I will say, the Heat getting Bam has been on a tear as far as putting up, big numbers. He's been taking a lot of shots.
He's been taking a lot of shots. And you know what? One of the things I appreciate is he's almost taking the attitude of, hell, I'm doing it better than anybody. Why don't I just do it?
I like it.
Right. Exactly.
I like it.
But I like the fact that somebody is taking the this opportunity to go out and be that guy.
Were you going to say bull by the horns, but you thought too many cow references in one day?
Yeah. I didn't want to.
I understand. Didn't want to go there.
Yeah.
Can't milk a bull. Well. So Heat and Nets tomorrow. I will not be boots on the ground for that one. Only one Heat Nets game for me.
I know, that's crazy, right?
Only one. I can only take one.
But I think it's time you say your thing. Or are you going to wait until tomorrow?
I don't think I'm going to say it because I think I'm just going to be like, I'm minding my own business. I'm not going to say it. You guys know what I'm thinking. All right. Okay. You guys know what my slogan is. But yeah. I am just, I'm not saying it. I'm not thinking it. Go out there and do it. Yeah. What's the point of putting any premonitions on this anymore? I've already had the Acme Dynamite blow up in my face, Wild Heat Coyote style, enough times this season. You guys know how I feel. I do like there are some mentality things that I like that I'm hearing from the team, the way they're acting, the way they're moving. But I'm not saying it. It doesn't mean anything to me. I'm not falling for it. You're not gonna get me to fall for it and look like a fool, Leroy. I can see exactly what you're trying to do.
We still have another day.
I'm not gonna be sitting here making any kind of claims or anything. Until they get to get out of Playinville for at least 48 hours, I will not say anything. And if they don't, then I won't say anything.
All right.
I mean, are there signs? I mean, people will say there are signs, but I'm not here to talk about the signs. I don't need signs. I need actual visual evidence, results-based evidence, okay? Not trends, not forecasts, not efficiency grids. It's great to see. They're an elite defense. Of course, they got one of the best defenders in the league. Not surprised. They can put up points, but it's about results, okay? Well, come talk to me when you finish off this weekend. Maybe we can have a different discussion. But first off, go beat that bum tomorrow night again. All right, you just did it once. You talk about that fire that you got. Go do it again then.
All right.
Do it again. Have some fun. I don't care how you do it. I mean, Michael Porter doesn't care how he's doing it. Guy's shooting basketballs, basically between his legs. He doesn't give a rat's ass out there.
Nope.
Everybody else is like, maybe we have a little dust up. It's got to be tough being on the team with got to be tough to be coaching a team like that. You're just like, man, we got no shot.
And they got a new coach.
Yeah, he's pretty well thought of too. But I don't know. They got that intangible. I did think this because it was the fourth quarter and this game stunk. And they got this guy, Danny Wolf, on their team. And I did think to myself, it would be kind of cool if the Heat traded for Danny Wolf. And then you would have Ware and Wolf. Werewolf. What, dude? That would be a great nickname, theoretically.
-1.
Why? It's not fair.
Dude, I knew something like that was coming.
You knew what we would say.
I knew it.
You hit Peppas by 7:30 in the fourth quarter. I mean, it was over. Your mind wanders.
Yep.
Clearly.
Your mind wanders, Brittany. I'm sorry.
Like only you would think of something like that.
Werewolf. That's a great nickname.
To live inside your head.
No, literally.
Thank you.
I mean, there's not much room.
Oh, that's nice though, because he's calling him big brained. Means he's smart.
I don't think he's trying to be nice.
Well, I think it backfired. I was sure.
A man who is nice. The great Tommy Hutton.
Our guy.
He's calling it a career after this season with the Marlins. He joins us next.